Slam, and
Oh
welcome.
no.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of ERP, which tonight stands for Eating Rich Pussy. I'm not sure if that's its wealth or if it's its flavor. That's
Definitely
up for you.
flavor.
Definitely flavor. This pussy is too rich.
I need some milk to wash this down.
I need some. He needs some milk. Right. Oh man.
Jesus.
Well, that's because rich pussy would be chocolate pussy.
Ooh. Yeah, but that would have a Cajun flavor, wouldn't it?
Okay. Anywho, last session. Last session, after thwarting the kidnapped attempt of the Devil's Advocate, Zane Snedius, the party returned to the Snedius family home, had a delicious meal where a number of things were talked about, including the identity of Faith's guardian, who turned out to be Dean Latimer. A guard captain came in to talk to Mo and Alaster in regards to a break-in at Bronson & Bronson, a reputable fundraising lawyer firm out in the remains. They pled their innocence, and for the most part it seemed to be believed. The guards retrieved the bodies of two of the members of Malvain's Black Harvest, which Zaz had lovingly led to the Snedius family home in the middle of dinner. To celebrate their victory and Zane's living, Arthur Snedius, Zane's father, treated the party to a wonderful bath. And to quote, because Quirin stinks after being covered in guts and refuse and other foul things. You were led to the marble baths, where you purchased a room and sat in the tub discussing your next move. At the peak of the conversation, Zane, your father Arthur was dragged beneath the bath, and you all fought off a water weird, something on the DM's checklist that I needed to get out. Upon leaving the bathhouse, you discovered that the entirety of purchasing the room was an illusion. And Zaz, as you were leaving, you swear you heard the voice of a familiar gnome saying Guten Tag. You went your separate ways, and just before turning in for the night, Zaz, you were met with a voice in your head and had a conversation with an entity calling themselves Zuktmoy. Zucky, as the Zuck. Offering you power and deciding to sleep on it, you turned in for the night, as an elf would do, and the party leveled up. Everyone's now level 7. Their training wheels are almost over. Level 7 is not a huge change, but there is some power balancing. So, before we get into the next day that I've already moved forward on our calendar there, Zane.
It's me.
That's you. As the party heads off to the High Hopes Inn to turn in for the night, your father, Arthur, sighs heavily and begins to turn and walk back across the park towards the Snedius family home. At this point, it's, I'd say maybe 8, 9, maybe 9, even 9:30 at night, and the sun has gone down. It's quiet for now. You know how the streets of Redwater work. Things get a little dicey in the later hours of the evening. And thus is represented in the speed that Arthur is walking. He seems to be walking at a brisk pace, his head down. He's kind of nodding as if he's having an internal conversation. Kind of turns to you on the walk, looks at you for a second. I think we're going to take your advice.
Thank you.
It's going to be a long process. I need you to understand that.
Try and take this as urgently as you can, though.
I worry about you.
How so?
He kind of pauses for a moment, and his walk kind of slows to a stroll. Goes, what do you aim to achieve, Zane?
That's a pretty tough question.
I understand. This group that you travel with, do they have a goal?
We've got short-term things that need to be dealt with for now.
Kind of pauses. Do you trust them?
I think so. I think I can. I mean, they've saved my life a handful of times. They've saved your life as well.
I understand that. I think Alastair's trustworthy. I think he means well. I think he's just... He kind of pauses for a second. He gets kind of a smirk. I think he's just a little... rambunctious.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's funny.
That's how rambunctious he is.
A little rambunctious. He's a little... I think he's hot-headed. And I don't think he thinks his actions through. I think he
And what
means
if
well.
the others?
I think your friend Zaz is too honest to a flaw. It's not a bad thing. Mo is a difficult one to read. Quirin, however, in the bath there, I don't know what it was, but I don't think he's being honest with you. And I don't think he's being honest with the rest of you.
What, you think he's the seedy one of the bunch?
I didn't say seedy. At this point, you're still walking. You notice you're about halfway through the park at this point. I didn't say seedy. But I don't think he's... I have to choose my words carefully because I understand he's your friend. I don't think he's
he might
lying.
have other motivations.
Perhaps. I don't think he's lying, but I think he's leaving something out. Just watch him.
Okay, that's enough. Come on. Come on.
At this point, you both keep walking. I'm sorry if I offended you by insulting your friend, but...
Oh, no. No, don't worry.
Just understand that it's my job. As treasurer, I deal with, financial assistance. And I need to be able to tell when a student is lying blatantly to my face. And I think, from what I could see through the steam, I think Quirin was lying to you.
About what specifically? I don't recall.
I can't tell. Just the way he was talking, there was something off. Something wasn't quite right. And that's what a just barely good insight roll gets, by the way.
Oh.
There's something something strange. And as strange as it is, I should come to expect strange. I mean, you studied alchemy, not wizardry. Do you want to explain where you learned to fire blasts from your hands?
It's kind of a long story, but in a sense, I learned it from a book.
Well, you do enjoy your books, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. At this point, you've walked across the park, and you're now kind of meandering slowly towards the front door. He kind of turns to you and says, "Speaking of lying, can you do me a favor?
Anything.
Let's not tell your mother about tonight."
Of course.
I'll talk to her tomorrow. I have the day off. It's well, I'm sure you remember it's Guild's Rest, so not much is going to be going on in town. That's right, motherfuckers. It's Labor Day. So it's Guild's Rest. So I'll have the day off tomorrow, and I will sit down with her and discuss our moving options. And he kind of mumbles. He's kind of mumbling now to himself, Zane. Something about crime lowering property values and not being able to sell a house as much as he bought it for, and not quite sure where to look or where is even safe these days. And he opens the front door. As he walks in, he's met with a as Orville is, once again lost his bark and is very excited to see you returned home safe, especially after all of his hard work. Your mother kind of looks at you both and goes, "Oh, did you boys have fun?" He looks at you with that look of, "Please don't say a word." He goes, "Yeah, can't say I've ever seen a Goliath naked, and I'm feeling a little self-conscious, but that's okay. I think I'm off to bed a bit early." And your mother looks at him and goes, "Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's been a long day." With that, lanterns are extinguished. Things are put away, and there's a general before-bed routine. Your parents head up the stairs and head to their room, and I assume you follow suit and head up to yours.
Yep.
You head up and you get into bed. And as you're just about to close your eyes, you hear a little and you look over the side of the bed, and there is poor little Orville, bless his heart, not even quite tall enough to get his front paws on the upper side of the mattress, trying to climb into bed.
I pick him up, put him on the bed.
He kind of snuggles up to you and puts his arm in where your armpit would be and kind of rests there. Spoolie, this is something you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Zane, you can take your long rest without anything else happening through the night. Lucky boy. I think you need that long rest.
I think I do.
All right. So, next morning, you all wake up. Zane, of course, your family home. Orville is already there. He's kind of standing on the bed looking at the edge, ready to jump off. The rest of you wake up in the tavern, and when you wake up, each of you there, you can all hear bustling downstairs. It sounds louder than the typical tavern ambience that you're used to hearing. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Sounds like there's a bit of a commotion downstairs, Mel.
They're making too much noise this early in the day.
The bed. Right?
Do we really have to teach him how to use a bed?
I see Quirin's awake.
Anyway,
I
let's
I
go
think
downstairs.
he knows how to use it. I think he doesn't want anybody sneaking up on him in his sleep. I'll just walk downstairs.
All right. Alastair, you're
Same.
heading down as well.
Yeah. Down the stairs.
All right. Quirin, you're up. What are you doing? Okay. Zaz, at this point, you've been up for a while. Having only needed your 4 hours of rest.
Yep.
In the morning, you look over to your shoulder, where there is the fungus and the lichen and all that growing, and that piece of moss that you noticed the evening prior seems to have taken root. And is actually blooming. Very small, almost like the size of a pin. Very small mushrooms.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just down in like the common area, right?
Yep. So, being down the common area for the last few hours, as being awake this early, I assume you've gotten breakfast and the usual flair.
Yep.
Being used to being the first one up, you're kind of normalized to the idea that early on in the morning you're going to see a couple patrons, 8 or 9 o'clock, but it's usually not going to be too busy. But to your shock, when you woke up this morning, there was a great deal of people in the tavern, just coming in, ordering drinks, getting food. The tavern owner looks just completely frazzled as they're running around and getting things for everybody. Is there anything you want to do before the rest of them make their way downstairs for the day?
Yeah, I would like to speak to my shoulders. Speak to plants.
Just the shoulders? All
How you
right.
doing over there, guys?
So,
Which way to the beach?
okay. So you cast Speak with Plants, and you're expecting a chatter, but there's a general silence.
I'm gonna look towards the purple newcomers.
Okay.
What are you?
Great baseball team name.
There's kind of a pause. Oh, hello.
Hi.
I was not aware that you could speak to me.
I can.
Interesting.
To whom am I speaking?
You can just call me Al.
Okay.
No, Al.
I understand.
There you go. Yes.
Al, this is different for me. For all the other riffraff on my self,
Hi.
I've had to name them, like Harry over here. And
Hello.
Friends.
Hi. Hello. What's up? Oh, I wasn't aware you could all talk. Oh yeah, we can all talk. Oh, it gets kind of loud here, especially when we're in battle. They ripped Harry out by the roots. Oh dear. It's just everyone's now kind of like waiting for their turn to talk. Everyone. All of the fungus is waiting for its turn to speak. It's like, okay. Well, you may name me what you please, but I am told I am called Al.
Told by whom?
You know.
You know. Oh, who? What?
You know.
You can say it.
Suck
The other
boy.
fun. Ah, okay, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why you're being coy about it.
Well, just you're strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick around, Al. You're in for a real doozy.
Oh, I'm hoping so. That sewer roof was fascinating.
You haven't even seen my chair yet, have you?
I don't know what a chair is.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I look forward to it.
Al, real quick before I let you go,
Yes.
like it's a phone call. Al, you joined the party bus. No, there's no buses. You joined the convoy from the tunnel.
Indeed.
You were there probably for a while.
Quite.
Do you know of any other fungi from our friend the Zuck that I should be aware of?
Well, I'm only a small part of a much larger root system. So I simultaneously exist here on your shoulder and down in the sewer. That's all I really know. Us fungi don't necessarily speak with each other,
Till now.
I suppose.
All right. Is everyone else okay with Al tagging along?
There's
I'm
kind
sorry.
there's kind of a pause for a second. Well, I don't see why not. Yeah, he seems nice enough. Well, I suppose I seem like I'm a pretty fun guy. All right, rip him off. Just get rid of him. I don't like that joke. I've heard it. Now it's just a cacophony of boo. Like, just like he made the bad pun. It's like all right. I guess I'm here for now.
A for effort, Al. Let's have a good time. Let's have some fun.
I hope so.
Go team.
I know.
I'm just happy that I have Tanner talking to himself in like 4 different characters.
I'm surprised I can do it. So, to be honest.
And then with that, I'm going to go back to my tea. And
Okay.
let the spell just kind of like...
Fade away.
Yep.
While the spell is fading away, you hear partial conversations of what was it like in the sewer? Was there any good food? Just kind of like a general get to know each other. And at this point, you realize that fungus, pretty boring dudes. Don't really have a lot to talk about. Just they talk about shit, they talk about growing, and they talk about spores. That's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
At this point, you three head down the stairs. Zane, what are you doing?
Am I just getting in myself?
I don't know. Are you heading to the tavern?
Yeah, I knew where they stayed. Let's go there.
Okay, so you wake up in the morning and your parents have actually slept in. Something that you don't really remember happening too often. You say goodbye to Orville and make your way to the tavern. And almost as if the DM controls how travel works, as the three come down from the stairs, Zane enters through the door simultaneously. Eh?
So as we descend, I assume Zaz is sitting down at a.
Yep. Zaz is at a table, just having a tea,
I just
and Zane walks to the door.
look at Zaz, look at Zane, look at all the people, and kind of give the fuck shrug.
Right, what's all this then?
Skills
Really?
rest.
I'm sorry, what's Guild's Rest?
All
Tanner,
right.
What do I know about Guild's Rest?
That's a great question. After the labor disputes in 243, after Exodus, King Harlan formed the Workers' Guilds of Dragontail. On the anniversary of the signing of the guild agreements, workers across the kingdom take an extra day off. Most businesses are closed on this day, and it is seen as a day of revelry and heavy drinking.
So I'm definitely aware of what this is.
Yeah,
I've
you would
just
know what
forgotten.
guilds.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not
Shit.
sure if Eastcliff ever had that. Or maybe I was just too young to remember and stuck in a church.
Well,
It's,
we have it here, so
Is
shit,
it
I
a
was
faux
hoping
pas to drink this early in the morning?
No.
in
I
general,
do it most
yes, but it's also Guild's Rest, so why not?
Barmaid! Round of whiskies.
She kind of looks at you for a second, and she goes, "Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought he just meant him, so we're all gonna look weird. Okay.
She kind of looks at you, kind of strange. She comes back a couple minutes later with some brown distilled liquor. She goes, I don't know what a whiskey is, but I assume that's similar.
He's from Eastcliff. He's strange.
Okay. And she just kind of turns, and all of a sudden she's everywhere again. Just, okay, you need these. She's grabbing mugs. And it's fairly busy in here. It's probably at about 70% capacity, and not a lot of them are actually students this time.
Sit down at a table.
Zaz, how long have you been up?
For a while.
You
Unlike the
don't
rest of you,
sleep
it only
much.
takes me like. Oh yeah, no, I don't sleep at all, really.
So do you dream?
Kinda.
Hmm.
You ever just daydream like you got some time and you're just thinking idly?
Sometimes when I'm fighting.
Yeah, sure. It's kind of like that, but just more restful.
Guess that comes in
Elves.
handy.
So
First.
you've all had whiskey before, right?
Nope.
Like bourbon or whiskey or spirits? Well, I know you're not Quirin. We know that. You're... Yes, actually, when you
It's-
drink it, your spirit actually comes out of you. It's excellent.
Why would you drink that?
No,
I just
not...
take
You
Quirin's
become
and-
spirited, is what I'm saying.
It makes you feel good, Quirin.
See, I thought it's weird because Eastcliff has a distillery and lots of things around there that's like this. Well, cheers. I'll drink it.
What's your con modifier?
Constitution modifier is +3.
Okay. Rest of you?
Zane will
Drink.
partake in a little bit.
Does anyone have a con modifier of only 1?
No.
No.
Okay.
After watching Zane take a sip, I'm also gonna do the same.
All right.
So
You all feel pretty good. It's warm going down your throat. Alaster, it's
yes.
not whiskey. It's similar to what you'd expect a rye to be, more than anything. Like just
Zane?
like not your pure whiskey.
Zane, around here, what kind of agriculture? What's mostly grown around this area?
Well, there's Tanner. What would I know?
A lot of barley, wheat, carrots, potatoes, kind of like more roots and tubers due to it being fairly close to the mountains and the soil being a lot harder to till for more delicate and smaller above ground plants. Unlike Briar Glen, which would be mainly corn, this is more parsnips and stuff like that.
They must have had to ship this in. So, order of business, besides everybody else in the tavern, where... I know where I need to be. I know where I need to go. Will you be
where do
accompanying
you
me?
need to go? A lot of stuff is going to be closed today.
Oh, we're going underground. Or I am.
You want to
anyway.
go there on a day like this?
Yes. Seems like the perfect time to go.
I need to find a store.
Zane, make a history check for me, real quick.
History.
Mo, keep talking.
I
do apologize
was
for
hoping to
interrupting.
find a gem. What would I be looking for? A gem? Would I be able to find pearls at a gem dealer or something of the sort?
Zane,
Mm-hmm.
upon hearing Mo mention gems, you remember the name of a fairly infamous kind of curiosities store in the city center called Darks.
Okay, I realize this. Relay this information to Mo.
Would it be open?
Zane,
Doesn't hurt to check it out.
Zane, you would remember that the reason this place is infamous is it's run by one guy and it never closes.
Well, that sounds convenient.
So we're making a pit stop and then going to the ruins.
Yes, I've thought of something that might prove useful.
You really want to go on a day like this? I mean, it's not a work day for everyone else. Why make it a work day for us?
At the least we can at least have some time alone where we can try and find out how to get in. At least we can do that. But I really need to go to the store. It would be in my best interest.
Okay.
Right. So we go to the store, we go to the remains, we go underground, and then off to Walden? Southeast, or northeast, right?
Well, we want to go to Swordbreak, because that's where that woman is.
Right. Swordbreak. So north. Sorry, that's northeast. I've a hard time with directions sometimes.
Would we have known that the Walden was where a bunch of people from the flock wanted Zane to go? Has that I know that's come up a few times, but I don't know.
I think Zane has mentioned that he was told he needed to go there back in Briar Glen. But other than that, Zane, I don't believe you've brought it up to them.
No.
The only inkling you guys would have had is the fact that you fought Malvain and the Black Harvest on the road out of Redwater towards Walden. That's right.
Okay,
yes.
I'm just trying to
Mhm.
keep the two sides of my head straight.
Yeah, it gets tough.
Well, shall we go to the what is this place called?
Tanner, what was the store called again?
Feydark.
That's a ominous name.
Ah, it sounds fine. Let's go. And I'll pay the tab before we leave.
All right. So you're heading out towards city center?
Yep.
All right. So, walking from the tavern, let me just find where your arrow is. So you are currently right here. Okay? So heading into city center, led by Zane, because this is your town. You know the way to city center like the back of your hand. You walk past the Scholars Ward and you look over, Zane, as you walk past the university and you see the administrative building. You get a chill down your spine. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
This is a high DC, so don't be shocked if I don't say anything.
Oh.
Okay. You get that chill down your spine, you shake it off, and you head on in. So, walking into the plaza of City Center, it's it's almost like a ghost town. All the shops are closed, and there's no lanterns on, and there's nobody in the square walking around. It seems that everyone's either slept in or they're at a tavern somewhere a little too deep into the cups. You kind of look around, and it's spooky. When you think of Guild's Rest, it's like literally everyone except maybe the tavern owners take this day off, as there's typically only one day off in a 6-day week. That's right. Zane, you kind of lead the party through what could be considered like the secondary streets of City Center past the main plaza, and then into the area close to the remains. And you're led to a very, I'm going to use the word crooked here. It's a very crooked stone building made of heavy stones. Looks almost dwarven in its construction, but it seems, even though made of stone, to be leaning to the right, maybe like 5 degrees. The door itself is a very old wooden door, and as you approach, you can see that the bottom of the door looks like it's been freshly cut, as if the door was meant to be a perfect rectangle, but has been cut at an angle at the bottom to accommodate for this leaning. The windows in the front are so grimy and dirty that they could be considered frosted. And on the left-hand side window, there is FAY, and then on the right-hand window, there is DARK, written as if with somebody's finger in the grime.
Oh.
What would you guys like to do?
Go inside.
Okay. So you head inside. Walking in, it's a unusually musty and almost slimy smell. It's not necessarily unpleasant, but it smells of a place where there is constantly moisture present. There's no shelves. The actual inside of the store itself is maybe only 8 feet deep before you come to a counter made of a darker wood. Again, that has almost like a spongy texture to it. There doesn't appear to be anybody at the counter.
I'll just kind of lightly knock.
Hello?
No answer.
Well, looks like there's a lot of free stuff here that we could take.
There's not a lot to look around at. You're pretty much in a blank wood room. There's a counter, yeah. Empty.
I'll just like tap the handle of my
Son of a bitch,
my
Raider,
projection
stop
on the fucking countertop, just kind of like slowly getting louder.
Yes, I'm coming. Hold the fuck. Hello. And what's in front of you is what could be best described as a hunchback. He's kind of bald on top. It has like the monk's like haircut.
The friar tuck.
The friar tuck going on. He's got a very long, drooping nose that's very bulbous at the end, and he's got kind of the remnants of a goatee, a very long, wiry, just whisper of hair kind of coming down from a very pointed chin that at one point had a cleft, but now no longer does, and is just kind of sad looking. He's kind of hunched over, and he's very heavy set, kind of walking with a bit of a limp, and he's like, I was asleep.
I don't mean to wake you. Just
No, we're always open. Not many people come in, so I sleep when I can. Yes.
What is he? What?
Human. As far as you can tell, he's a human.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
Okay. Just normally you say that, and I was just kind of like, what is
Yeah.
he?
No, he's a human. Yes.
Unfortunately, I'd forgotten what day it was, and there aren't too many places open today.
Well, that's their
Um,
loss. You're here now. What do you need?
Do you sell pearls?
Yeah.
I need a couple that are roughly worth 100 gold.
Couple. So by couple, do you mean like 2? Or do you mean 3? Or
3.
4?
3 should be
3.
okay.
3, I can get you 3. How about the rest of you? Lovely young gentlemen, is there anything I could get you that would tickle your fancy? Please take a look around. He snaps his fingers, and suddenly there's shit on the walls.
Whoa.
That's a nice trick.
It's because I sleep when there's not people here, because I never close. I'm always open. If you need more pearls, you come to... It doesn't matter the time of night. You come here. You come to me. I'm going to give you a deal today. I like you. I like your scars. I think they're fashionable. But yes, please look around. And as you look to the walls, you see a number, actually, of shoes. strangely enough. You see some boots with like wings on them. You see some shoes that have what look like to be made out of like spider web. You see a cloak that's like made out of spider web. Alastair, you actually see a wooden box that's really familiar to a wooden box that's in your bag right now. You see what appears to be, for some strange reason, just a hole in the wall looking outwards. And then there's like just a collection of just bags of different colors and shapes. It's like, yes, please look around. Like pearls, she wanted 4.
Three
4.
would be okay.
I'll get you 4. We'll talk, okay? And she just kind of hobbles off.
He seems nice.
I'm gonna go and pick up the boots with the wings on them.
As you go to grab them, your hand goes right through them.
Oh. I'll try the next pair of boots.
Hand goes right through them.
I'll try a bag.
Hand right through it.
Maybe it's like one of those stores where they show you the thing and then you tell them what you want and they go in the back and get it. Maybe it's
that makes much more sense. 'Cause I was going to say I could probably just put these on and swap.
All
them
right,
for my
here we
boot.
go. All right. 1, and he puts down a pearl. 2, 3, and 4. Now, Mo, looking at these pearls, they're pretty small.
How can I like try and assume how much the value of them would be each?
No, but you can ask.
How much are one of these worth? Because it's for magic and it's
Oh, it's at 20 gold each. Make an insight check. Whoever's proficient in insight, if anybody.
I've got a 0.
I can make an insight check.
I
I'll
am.
take a crack at it.
Look at that.
If you guys are proficient in insight, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh,
Actually, I'm not
never
proficient.
mind.
I'm not
11.
proficient.
All right. Alastair.
Yes.
He's got this old codger here has a youthful twinkle in his eye right now.
Excuse me, sir. What
Yes.
did you say your name was?
Kasula?
Kasula. It's wonderful to meet you.
I bet.
You're pretty spry for an old guy.
Pretty spry for an old guy. God damn it. I'm hearing Offspring in my
Give
head.
it to me, baby.
Yeah. Well, thank you, I suppose. Do you want pearls too?
No, but I am wondering about these wonderful boots, the wings on them.
Uh-huh.
How much?
Make an offer.
Well, I don't want to insult you with a low offer. Why don't you counter offer?
It's not a counter offer if there's not an offer. You don't know how to use words, do you?
I'm trying to barter.
You're failing.
I know, I can feel it.
Okay. 71.
71 gold.
100.
100 gold.
7,100.
Okay, what is the least expensive magic item on the wall?
The bags?
And how much is least expensive?
4,100.
Well, Mo, what do you need these pearls for?
Magic.
Oh,
And I
I'm
need-
sure that magic. I didn't think you were going to make a necklace.
No, I need the pearls to be a specific value for the spell.
Oh! Well, why didn't you say so? How much do you need your pearls to be worth?
100 gold per.
100 gold. Then you're not going to want these. And he picks them up very gingerly, puts them in his hand. He goes, I will be right back then. He kind of heads off into the back. Beat goes by.
He's a strange one.
Quirin, since we're on the topic of money, I believe you have a sack of gold with my name on it.
Me.
Mr. Senedius.
What? What?
It was on the table, and I left, and then when I came back it was gone, and I'm pretty sure it was you.
He didn't come back, no.
$300.
300.
Thank you?
All right. Here we go. I have 3 pearls worth 100 gold each. Look at that.
I assume it's quite obvious that they're a little bit more.
They are significantly larger, yes.
Okay, so how much? So 300?
300, yes.
Now, did you go and dive for these pearls yourself?
He kind of points to the hump on his back. He goes, "Yeah, I'm a skilled anchor." Now,
Sorry, I was just imagining you tied to the end of a chain.
oh,
No, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry.
stop talking. Anywho, 300 gold.
I'll give him 300 gold.
He takes it. He kind of grabs it out of your hand, so he starts counting it. Do you pick up the pearls, Mo?
Oh no, wait a second.
Okay. He counts out and goes, "All right, yep, they're all yours. That's good." He kind of puts the gold away.
With the end of my projection, I'm just gonna give one of them a poke.
Make a strength check.
A strength check?
A strength check.
Just regular, right?
Yep, just straight with your strength modifier. So as you kind of poke the pearl, there's like the sound of. Have you ever crushed up crackers for your soup?
Yep.
There's that
Yeah.
sound as you look and you've poked a hole in the pearl. And Kasula looks down and goes, "Ah, must be a faulty inventory. Here, let me just give you 30 gold back. Let's just
30?
50 gold back."
Keep counting.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm going to come up to the counter and look at him real mean. Try and help out.
Okay. And there's the let's say you get advantage on this because you get
Oh,
advantage because
okay.
Laster's helping. Yeah,
18.
How about I give you 50 gold off and I go get you another one?
How about you test those for us first to make sure they're not shams like you are?
He picks one up and he goes, kind of, yeah, that one's a pearl. Picks up the second one. Yeah, that one's also a pearl. Yep. They're pearls.
I don't trust you. Quirin, come take a look. Shut the fuck up, Quirin, and just do it.
Okay. It just pops like a corn pop. You crush it between your fingers like it's cereal. There's All right, I'll be back with the fucking real pearls, and he just heads to the back.
Yeah, I don't trust this guy. It's not what he seems.
Comes back and there's 4 pearls. He goes, "There, you can test these ones."
Give us another one.
Huh?
Give us another one.
I'm already giving you a free one and 50 gold off.
That's fine. You've proved yourself to be a shyster.
Okay.
So for taking our busy time of me not sharpening my blade, and I'll pull it out just a little bit, you're going to give us another pearl. A real one.
You can make a either persuasion or intimidation check. There's different DCs for either.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, they're both the same. So this would be intimidation.
Oh, that's strange.
There we go. I fixed it.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I just fixed it.
Fixed it?
Yep.
20. That's nice.
20? All right, we're all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's intimidation.
Intimidation. Reaches into his pocket, puts a fifth one down.
Thank you.
Any
very
questions?
much. No. But if I ever come back in here again, don't do that. Or I might let the town's guard know what you're doing.
Oh no.
Pretty sure that's not good for business.
Just gonna turn and walk out.
Okay.
I'll just take the pearls.
All right. You can add. They are real pearls this time.
So that's 5, right?
You have 5.
Now, I want to do something with these because I want to try something out, but I need someplace, not quiet, but the... Zane, where's a place that we can go where nobody will bother us?
Tanner?
You could probably just go into the remains.
Yeah, just go to the statue.
Alright, we'll do it there.
All right. So what's the game plan then, boyos?
On the way over to the statue, I'm going to bring out that little map that I got.
Okay.
Zane, I was never much one for reading after being forced to read scripture for my entire childhood. So, I want you to have these. And I pull out the 3 books from my bag and hand them to him.
Okay.
What are they?
They're what we got from Bronson & Bronson, along with that wonderfully dangerous boat.
That's why I got those pearls.
What in the world is Bronson and Bronson?
We robbed the
Is that the
place.
business in it?
Don't ask, Zane. It makes you culpable.
Somebody feel like
What?
burning that place to the ground?
What, the place that we robbed?
Why would you do that?
No,
they're
not Bronson and
lawyers, aren't
Bronson. The Fey Dog.
Well, if we ever go back, I could try and trick him into dying. We could just try and rob him.
Zane, why is that
That's a good
place
idea.
Why is that place so well known? Is it because he rips people off?
they? I've never been in there myself, so guess I wouldn't really know. I'm surprised it stays in business this whole time if he's gotten himself a reputation like that.
With that amount of illusions, he's probably a very powerful wizard.
Right. So what are the books, DM?
So books are collections of paper with writing on them that are bound.
Thank you. I mean, what are the titles of the books?
There's no titles on the books. Only you remember only 2 of the books that you took were magical. The other one was just pretty. So I guess it's up to Zane.
Okay. Can I open them up and leaf through them real quick?
Yeah. So opening up the one that's just pretty seems to be almost like a registry of some sort. A lot of numbers, graphs, and stuff like that. Nothing overly interesting. The second one you opened up, it looks kind of almost like a homework workbook. It has like what looks like logic games and exercises. And as you go into the third one, you leaf through it, and it looks almost like there's psychology exercises. It's assessing people's faces and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, thanks, Alastair.
You're welcome. I hope you can put them to good use. I know I won't be able to.
But you. said
As
there
we
was
walk, can I start leafing through that third one?
The which one?
The psychology one.
Okay.
Where yeah.
Yeah, as you're walking, Zane, you're leafing through it, and it's almost entirely just like intuition and like insight exercises, based on reading a passage and kind of figuring out what you're supposed to glean from what people said and stuff like that. It's very, very strange. And as you read it, you feel it thrum with magical energy. You're not entirely sure why.
How far have we got by now?
At this point, let's just do a bit of a time skip. You all kind of haphazardly walk into the remains, and you get to the statue of the Manticore. At this point, it's probably maybe, I don't know, 10 in the morning. The sun is just starting to kind of come out. It's a not an overcast day, but it's not really sunny. It's fairly clear. The remains seem empty.
Zane,
Yeah.
I remember Alastair saying that those books are magical. And as far as I'm aware, there's only a few ways of learning what they do. And I have one. You mind? I just extend
Sure, and
my
I
hand.
pass off the first book.
Oh, this.
Now, Zane, just from feeling them, the first book didn't feel magical. The second and
Okay.
third book did.
And then I pass off the second book.
Okay.
The one that I'm not reading.
Right. Okay.
Put this second book, the one that's magical, down. I'll
Okay.
just put a pearl on top.
Yep.
And just.
All I see is
tap
him
it a
putting the
bit with
pearl there and
projection.
then slamming his face into it.
No, I just kind of give it a nudge.
So, are you casting Identify?
Yes, I am casting.
As you
Identify.
do, you see the pearl sink into the object, and then almost like a bullet, shoot out of the object into Mo's head. There you go.
Are you alright? Are you okay?
What the fuck?
That's gonna have to get some getting used to. Just give me a second.
Yeah, I'll let you read that over.
What's going on? What's my map doing?
As you look at the map, it's fairly rudimentary. You're able to discern. Actually, you know what? Make an intelligence check for me, real quick.
Okay.
I want to see how good you are at reading maps.
That last part is funny.
Intelligence?
So,
Yeah, just intelligence.
7.
Okay. You think you have it the right way up?
Shit.
so it looks like, if one of us was to spend, and it is quite a bit of time, with this book, we'd, funny enough, become a bit smarter. But
Yes, book make person smart.
no, it it would expand your mind a bit, but it does lose its magic unless one of us can live for another 100 years.
At this point, with him explaining it, I will read it to you. This is called a Tome of Clear Thought. The book contains memory and logic exercises, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing the guidelines, your intelligence score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score. The manual then loses its magic, but regains it in a century.
Do we have
did Mo
to...
just use it?
No, he has to read it for like 48 hours over 6 days.
Yeah, you have to spend a lot of time with this tome.
Would we have to learn or teach Alastair how to read before we give it to him?
I can read.
I think, and
I can read in Celestial, thank you very much.
I think it would help us, and I think it would help some of us because there are different ways for one to use magic. So, those of us, like myself, that use magic based on our intelligence would benefit from such a thing. And Zane, I can figure out what that third book does if you want.
Sure. And I pass him the third book that I was reading.
I put the pearl down. I get ready to poke it, and I'm just kind of like, not really.
Do you have enough spell slots to cast Identify this many times?
I've got all my spell slots back, and I
Okay.
have.
Just making sure.
Because
How many spell slots do you have?
4 first level.
Okay.
And 2 second level.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So, you poke it. Are you casting Identify?
Yes.
Same thing. There's a pearl, goes into the book, and right back into Mo's head. Guess what? They're a matching pair, Mo. I will read it, as I'm sure Mo will pass this on. This is a tome of understanding. This book contains intuition and insight exercises, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your wisdom score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score. The manual then loses its magic, but regains it in a century. They do the same thing. One's for intelligence and one is for wisdom.
That is interesting.
So,
I know that my magic works on wisdom as well.
and I know that mine works based off intelligence.
Most of mine works
So-
off of strength. That other book, is that anything to do with lifting or throwing
It's-
things?
I don't think that one's magical, Alastair.
I do believe
it's just-
push-ups would help with that, though.
So how many push-ups do I have to do in 48 hours?
Just start and just don't stop for a while.
He's just strength training.
See the
So it's-
montage.
I'm
Dun,
sorry.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right,
So-
now that we've got these books sorted out, find a way in.
I believe you did give them to Zane, so it probably is up to him to decide on who gets them.
Well, I kind of give it to all of us. I didn't really know. I figured since Zane likes books, that books would be, kind of his thing.
Well, anyone can have them if they want.
Is there anybody else that uses magic based off their intelligence?
Tanner, I use charisma, right?
You use charisma, yes.
Yeah.
Zane is charisma. Quirin and Zaz are wisdom. Mo's intelligence, and I believe Alastair is charisma as well.
Yes.
If I would benefit very greatly. My magic is, although it is useful, this would make things a lot easier. And
Well, I don't have to carry as much anymore, and I put the books in Mo's arms.
Well, it looks like you're the
Okay.
keeper of the books. Decide on who gets them. I'd like to look around for a sign of an opening to get into the.
I'm gonna like just pass the map off to you. I've got nothing. I am not used to traveling.
To who? To me?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Alastair, intelligence check. This will be funny.
Fun.
so I'll just put the intelligence book away.
5.
Holding the wisdom one.
Okay. He hands you a piece of paper. You look at it. You're like, these shapes don't even form letters. Like,
Oh.
What set
that
of
hurts.
directions is this?
It's a map.
Oh. Maybe hold it the wrong way around.
Can I take
Now
look
there's
at
a
that?
lot of shapes on here.
Mo, you want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, Zaz, Zane, what are you two doing while this stupidity is
Intelligence?
occurring?
Yep.
It's intelligence check, yeah.
I'm just looking on, watching.
Okay. Zaz,
Give me
what are
1
you?
second.
Same deal. Just kind of like keeping an eye around.
Okay.
18.
18. So you kind of grab it out of Alastair's hands, and he has it like he's not even holding it upside down. He's holding it like upside down and diagonally. As
Like
well
a
as he had it
diamond.
but he had it upside down, so he was looking at the ink that had gone through the parchment.
Oh,
You've got it like he has it upside down and backwards, basically. You kind of turn it and you look at it and you're like, okay, yeah, okay.
No, you're looking at the back. There must be some sort of cipher.
No, I'm looking at the right side. Alastair, you had it upside down and backwards.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
looking at it, you're able to look, and it's very clearly an older map. Kind of feeling it on the sides. At one point, you think that maybe it was burned and somebody trimmed off the burned edges. You can clearly see marked on the map a fountain, and you remember that this particular statue was put in the place of where a fountain had fallen through the plaza. You're able to identify that, and you see probably maybe a good 5 to 6 city blocks to the northeast. There's a question mark. To the southwest, there is 3 question marks that have been scribbled out with a different ink as X's.
So there are a bunch of question marks. Some of them have been scribbled out. Is there any that are left?
It's just that one to the northeast.
So it looks like there's one to the northeast. I guess we should go that way.
Lead the way, map boy.
Boy,
Weather boy.
wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I will begrudgingly make my way that way.
Okay. So following the map, it's very obvious this map is pre-fire, as there's still streets marked and there's houses. And though it is difficult, you're able to follow the map of what the city used to be and what the city is now, looking at foundations and collapsed structures, kind of going, okay, that was this at one point. You pass by benches and stuff that have crumbled, and you're kind of walking through essentially the remains of people's lives, collapsed buildings, and on occasion you swear you see a skeletal hand hanging out of one of the windows. Just ash, and on occasion the wind picks up and kind of blows dust in your face. It's wholly an unpleasant experience walking through here. Sad, even. Eventually you come to the house marked with a question mark. It has the bottom floor was made almost entirely of cobblestone and is kind of hobbled together, though some of it has begun to crumble, but the top floor is entirely gone, if not collapsed inward. And there is basically just the ruins of a house. Not much there.
I'd like
Can
to step
around?
inside the building and look around it, maybe for a trapdoor or something.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check. What are the rest of you doing?
Following along, just looking at Mo. Why are you holding the book like that?
So, which people benefit from wisdom as
Me and Zaz.
You and Zaz would benefit from this. It's up to you two which one of you want it.
Alastair, you begin kind of looking around. You don't see anything initially. It's just pretty much just a it looks just like a burned down house.
I'm going to I'm gonna take my finger and I'm going to trace a bellows into the soot on the floor,
Okay.
and then kneel for a moment and gather my thoughts.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Alright, Zaz. This will help with my healing and your magic as well. What do you think it should go to?
I don't know. I'm kind of good either way. How about you?
I would very much like to have more healing.
Fair. But if I kill him first, you don't have to worry about healing people.
It's more for making sure we do not die.
Again, you don't have to worry about it if I kill him first.
You two could play that game to decide.
I spy?
No.
No, the one with your hands.
Scroll dagger stone.
We wanted you to say it.
Yeah, we could do that. How are we gonna do this?
1, 2, 3. Roll a 1,
No,
2, 3.
each of you send me what you're picking
Yeah.
in a message. We'll do it that way.
Okay.
Scroll dagger
Ready?
stone.
Give me a second.
Zane and Mo. Mo, you're busy with these two idiots. Zane, what are you doing right now?
Kind of just watching the scroll dagger scroll.
Okay.
Scroll dagger stone.
Stone.
Alright, I'm ready.
Scroll.
Scroll.
You good, Jordan?
Yep.
Okay. Jordan, thank you for putting yours in gift form.
No problem.
So, you guys go ahead and play the game.
Scroll. Dagger.
Stone.
And as Zaz throws stone, Quirin throws scroll.
Ah!
For everyone, that was the one I sent.
Nice.
See, I always pick dagger.
I look at Zaz, and before I, you're okay with this?
I mean,
Not
he
gonna
won.
be- Okay, I don't want any of us to get upset and have any hard feelings. So
Alastair, you're gonna heal me later?
Yes, if you're hurt, I'll do my best to heal you as best I can.
Worst happens, Quirin, doesn't like me anymore. I got coverage. I'm good either way.
Why would I not
I
like you?
hand-
I won.
I hand
know.
Quirin the book, and as I hand it to him, maybe the book will teach him how to heal.
I know how to heal. I just don't like doing it to Alastair.
Why?
Because watching you bloody and hurt is hilarious.
The problem with this is that we're gonna need to take some time off to do this. So, yeah.
I'll just
We'll get
read
down
as we're
there, we'll
walking.
get the thing, we'll go back to the tavern, we'll spend 2 days reading books, and then we'll leave.
We need to spend 6 days.
48
It's a
hours in
week.
6 days, that's 2 days. Right? Or is my math wrong?
You need to sleep as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
Well,
gonna slowly start
Zaz is-
opening the book and start reading as this is going on.
As we count hours in 6 days.
All right. So
Can
last
somebody help me try and find a trapdoor or a staircase or something? As what, sorry?
I'm just saying, as you stand up, your prayer, you feel like your prayer was heard. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go inside and look around and try to pick up where Alastair seems to have fell short.
All right, investigation check. What are the other three? What are you guys doing?
Reading.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and help out with
Zaz.
the investigation check.
Okay, you can either make your own or give Mo advantage.
I'll give him an advantage.
All right.
Cool.
Zane, what are you doing?
Uh,
Oh, that's bad.
Just kind of standing on the sidelines.
11.
Looking around, this just looks like a burnt house.
There's too much dust here. Or is that ash?
Can I absentmindedly use thaumaturgy to blow the dust around?
Yeah, I'll allow that. As you do, each of you, everyone make a perception check.
All right.
Perception?
Fuck! Yeah, perception.
Jesus Christ!
15.
Okay.
22.
Ooh.
I'm reading a book.
8. So, Zane, you're kind of blinded because suddenly there's ash. Zaz and Quirin, as the thaumaturgy kind of lifts all the ash, you notice that there is no ash lifted from a pile of the rubble in the center of the room.
I'm gonna point it out.
I'll try to start moving some rocks.
Okay.
I will also help.
All right. As you guys begin moving rocks, you find that they move fairly easily, as if placed there to be moved easily. And digging and digging, you eventually find a hole in where the floorboards would have been that has been burnt away, and a metal trapdoor.
Hey.
I'll go and try and just open it if there's a handle.
Okay, it opens.
We should be careful, though. We don't know what's down here. There could be traps.
If only we had someone sneak. Who's the sneakiest? Zaz?
Kinda. Yeah, I've been known to sneak.
I'll come right down after you.
Okay. Just to cover my ass, I'm gonna do my thing and get my.
Your spores up.
Yep.
All right.
Just to cover myself. And then I'll lead.
Head into the hole. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Welcome back, everybody. So, Zaz, as you descend down the trapdoor, your spores about you, you're greeted with a strong smell of ash, of charred wood, of smoke, and of dust. The halls are dimly lit by crooked and charred crystals embedded in the walls, flickering a reddish light. Looking down, you see footprints in the ash, to and fro in the central hallway, but looking down, the hallway seems clear.
Okay.
Zaz, is everything alright down there?
So far, yeah.
Alright, I'm coming down.
All right.
He could always get that cube of his to go around and check for traps. A lot of birds in here.
What? Sorry, I was reading.
Quirin, looking up, Alastair and Zaz are gone. You see Mo and Zane staring down a hole.
Current, you might want to put the book away right now.
Why? Nothing's happening.
We're going down into a dark hole.
Gonna grab a small stick, tap light on it, and toss it down with them.
Okay. Suddenly the room just gets a little bit brighter. A different color of light. This time, imagine like a fluorescent light. coming from this stick.
I'll pick it up and kind of use it as a lantern
Okay.
torch.
Okay, I'm gonna keep walking down.
Okay.
I'll be right behind him,
These are
Actually,
beside him.
we're not in initiative or anything, right?
Nope.
Cool. I'm gonna dash down the hallway.
Okay. So go ahead and you move yourself right here.
Yep.
And let's see if this works. You see that?
Whoa.
It works.
Hey, nice.
So Zaz, running down the hallway, you're met by kind of where a doorway used to be. You see the arch where perhaps there once was a door, and you see spots in the wall where there could have been hinges, but there is a door no longer. Either it had burned away or has been long since torn off. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Just kinda
I'm following
gingerly
right behind him.
Following.
Okay.
And going down slowly and following Zane.
Yeah, I'll go behind them.
Yep.
Okay. So Corinne, we'll get you back in here. There you go. All right. So you all come to this doorway. You look beyond, you see a very large room. And as you look into the room, you hear a voice kind of go, hey, what are you doing down here?
We could ask you the same question.
Doing our business and nothing more.
So we.
What business is that?
None of yours.
Well, we're not alone. I think it's maybe best if you just,
Have you perhaps been above ground in the last day or so?
who's asking?
I'm just asking a question because if you have, or if one of your friends have, we killed the Black Harvest in that awful werewolf. I'd hate for the same thing to happen to you, because surely you're not as scary as he is.
I assure you there's scarier down here than a werewolf. We've learned that the hard way. Take it as a
But you're
warning
not.
and a blessing. We're just down here doing what we need to do. No more, no
Slowly
less.
Put away my book. You're going to kill people. This is stupid.
Walking in Alaster. You see the
Yep.
second one. And at this point, you notice that they're actually both standing guard to a door behind them.
What's down that hallway?
The rest of us. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out.
It's going to be a shame when your spirits are stuck here, huh?
There's 10 more of us behind. We don't want any more bloodshed. We're just
Then-
down here trying to make our money. We don't need any problems from people coming down. There's enough down here already.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's lying about how many guys there are?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Cool. Give me a sec.
And if you are telling the truth, and there,
Eight. He's kind of hard to read. He looks exhausted though.
if you are telling the truth, and I assume that this place does have things that we don't want to think about, we would probably be best not to try and kill each other because that would just make it easier for them. We will
Oh.
stay out of your way if you stay out of ours, and I'm sure there's enough loot down here for the both of us.
There's not a lot to go around, buddy. Here. He kind of leans. He's holding a short sword. He kind of leans it back against the wall. He puts his hand up. He goes, "We're just here taking watch. You know, we've just been told no one in, no one out."
Is there anybody that's wounded?
Yeah.
Well, I'm offering up some healing services if you'll let us through.
Kind of looks to the other guy, and the other guy kind of shrugs. I'm really not supposed to. I've
See,
got
there's
my
one-
orders.
There's one thing I'm looking for. I don't care about anything else that's in here. There's one thing I'm looking for.
Okay.
The problem is I don't know what it is yet, so I have to go through.
How do you even? How many of there are you? Let's
I'll
parlay.
just kind of work my way out.
Okay. The rest of you still staying in the hall?
Yeah,
Oh,
come out
Gwen's
too.
coming out. Zane, are you staying in the hall or are you coming out?
I'm coming out.
Okay. Your mother hands your father a gold piece.
Shut up.
There you go. Jesus. How did you even find out about this place?
Divine intervention.
Okay. Find that hard to believe, but living like I have, you know, you'd understand. I gotta feed my family, buddy. There's not a lot down here. This place has been picked clean by whatever's made its home in whatever these halls used to be.
How much is it going to cost?
Excuse me?
How much is it going to cost? You're trying to feed your family.
It's a lifetime endeavor, buddy. After the place burned halfway down, a ton of us are put out. No jobs, no homes.
If
We scavenge
if-
now.
we are able to, and just humor me for a second. Let's say that perhaps we are able to venture further than you or your comrades feel safe to, and we move further and further and kill a few things and make it safer. Surely we can't take everything. We would both benefit. If we die, then you know how far, you know that there's still stuff scary down there. If we come back, you know that there's one less monster.
At this point, he kind of turns to his buddy. Make a persuasion check, Mo.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing? Just kind of standing here?
Oh, my
Nice.
charisma sucks.
Edge a little bit closer.
Okay. You see him kind of reach back for his sword. His hand isn't on it, but he's wary.
Nah,
Kinda
that's
looks and
bad.
goes, yes. I'm sorry.
Does anybody else want to try talking? It's the scars. They frighten people.
Maybe you should use that to your advantage. Listen, we've tried being nice. I
Barely.
wouldn't want things to get.
Quern, do you want to try
What?
talking?
Sure, why not?
You do.
Gonna tromp forward.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
You said that you had injured people, yes?
Injured's putting it lightly.
Go talk to somebody. We will wait here. I am a healer. We will not try to push forward. Your friend is here. He will watch us. That way we do not pass. Nobody has to fight.
Make a persuasion check.
$18.
18. Kind of leans over to the other guy and goes, I'm gonna go back there and talk to Chuck. These guys seem
I'll just sit down. I'm trying to make myself less threatening.
these guys seem pushy. The other guy just kind of nods. He goes, "All right, I'll be back." And he heads through the door. The other guy's kind of standing there, arms crossed.
To walk over to Alastair. You see, to get the point across is not to be immediately in their face. You have to give them something they want, so we can get something we want.
But Quirin, I did try to be.
Yes, but immediately confrontation from immediately out the door, that put them on edge. Not the best front.
You really are wise.
Not exactly wise, it's simply trying to get the point across. Like, Alastair, he's a very handsome man, yes? But every time he speaks, it is normally crossed with, him being angry, yelling, or just not being smart about the situation.
Thank you for calling me handsome. I really enjoy that.
You hear a loud just from the guard.
Right there with you.
No. This is the guard that's still there, just
Yep.
sighing heavily at the stupidity.
No, I'm pretty sure that this is the first time that this large fellow has said anything nice about me, and that makes me feel really good.
But you remember what I said? The rest of it, yes?
My ass? What? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I'm not going to heal you. Just for a little while. So try not to die.
From behind the door, now you can kind of hear a. The guard kind of turns back and goes, "We might be here a while. Make yourself at home. You'll notice we have bookshelves, but no book. There is ash, and it's a large empty room. We spend 8 hours a day here, so please make yourselves at home." Just dripping with sarcasm.
Go over to the wall, sit down, pull out the book.
So actually,
I do the same.
at this point, Quirin, as you walk over and turn around, you see another hallway behind you.
Ah, shit. What's down here?
It's like, that's one of the collapse tunnels. There's a lot in here. This place is a maze of death and fire and other terrible things that I don't fully understand.
How long have you guys lived down here?
No, we don't live down here. This is it's about day 4.
So you guys haven't been in here for too long?
No, we got a tip from a potential buyer saying there's something she needed down here.
Is it from the creepy goblin?
I wouldn't know. You'd have to talk to the captain about that.
Fair. I think she sent us down here as well.
Oh.
Alastair?
Why don't you lead with that?
We've learned that her name isn't exactly
No, yeah,
by
no, that
good
sounds like her.
favor with a lot of people.
If we get past this point, we will try to talk to them. Alastair,
What?
do you want to go down the tunnel and see what's there?
Just give me a moment.
I'm just
And
reading that book. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
starting.
Kneel,
Yeah, then I'm just
I'll
gonna
kneel for a moment and
start reading the book as well.
hold the symbol.
Okay. Zane says, "What are you guys doing?"
Zane hasn't said anything, and I'd like to keep it that way for now.
Okay.
Zaz is thinking.
What is Zaz thinking about?
He's
Dare
coming
I
up with a
ask?
plan.
The
Okay.
situation is so gone.
When guns collide.
There's an awkward silence that falls into the room.
Can I make an action?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna move over here.
Right.
I'm gonna look at bandit number 2 there. The door's
Yeah.
closed, right?
Yep, and you still hear a conversation. It's not as heated as it was.
Okay, let me just quickly look at something. I gotta check
Yeah.
and see.
Zaz, actually, when you move there, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception 16.
16. Okay.
So
Hmm.
let's go.
Let me.
about-
I have to check a document here real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Please bear with me. It's really long.
No problem. I got something lined up. So as soon as you're good, I'll kind of enact my plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. I'm gonna kind of look at everyone, give him a bit of a head nod if I can. I know some of us are busy reading.
The only one that would notice you would be Zane.
What about Alexis?
So,
He's praying.
Dork.
Zaz.
Yeah?
As you move to the center of the room there, a flicker of light from the bookshelf on the right-hand side of the room there
Mhm.
just kind of catches your eye as strange.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yep.
Make sure I got this right. Yep, I think this will go okay. All right, I'm gonna cast Command on the bandit.
Okay, what's the saving throw for that?
Bap-a-dap-a-dap. That would be a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Oh no.
Natural 16.
Doesn't work then.
No. Does he know you've tried to cast command?
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
It would say at the end of the spell there.
We pretty much just pointed and shouted at him.
Most people don't understand Druid.
Most people don't understand Zaz.
Well, I'm just wondering if he knows it was a spell or if he just thinks he's strange.
Doesn't say anything happens if I don't succeed.
Okay, so what is the command that you were attempting?
It was gonna be flee.
Kind of looks at you and goes, my options are through you guys, or back there and deal with my boss, and whatever those red scaly things were.
Can I do it again? But this time saying it a little bit more louder? Just a little bit more, not to alert the people next door, but to kind of just like, so I'm not repeating myself and saying the same word constantly.
You
Lee?
can,
Lee!
you can certainly try.
Cool, doing it again. Flee?
Natural 14 plus 1.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna like shake the staff a little bit, kind of like tap it on my foot. Sorry, just give me a minute. This never happens, I swear. Flee!
Are you using 3 spells on this one dude?
I'm using 3 charges on a thing that recharges.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Aw.
Natural 20.
All right, hold on. Just let me switch hands. Flee. Cast it.
Is this your 4th time casting it?
Yeah.
So now we're using a spell slot?
No.
Oh no, it has 4 charges. That's correct.
It has
right?
10 charges.
Is it 10?
It's 10.
Oh,
Natural 18. I love this dice. Hello. Where have you been?
Are you
Okay.
having a fit or something?
At
Hold on,
this
just give me a
point,
sec.
As you're all kind of watching this display, the other bandit opens the door because this is painful, and I was gonna let it go on, but I have to stop it.
I want to do one more.
The other bandit opens the door and goes, "All right, we're gonna let you in. We ask that you heal our friend if you can. Captain would like to speak with you. He wants to know your intentions down here. We might be able to work something out. Sound good?"
Yes.
We found out that we
Well,
may be
that
working
works.
for the same person as well.
Oh,
Before
no
I
weapons
look out,
out.
do I get a sense that my prayers have? Do I get any direction from?
Nope.
Do I feel anything?
Constipated. No. As of right now, you get a sense that your prayer has been heard, but you don't get anything else.
You get a busy tone.
Please contact the Platinum Dragon another time.
So with that, the first bandit goes into this room, which I'll reveal shortly. And the second one kind of holds the door and says, "After you."
Okay.
As I pass him. Flee.
All right, you guys can see all that?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So as you walk in the room, you see the six men, kind of all sitting on their sleeping bags. One of which is just like second and third degree burns, just bandaged as best as he can. Just you see kind of a larger gentleman there, kind of dressed differently than the others. He's older. He's kind of got a scar over one eye. In the far corner, there's a warg, kind of gnawing on a bone. It looks up at you. Just... And the captain walks over and goes, "All right. So, who do we got in here now? Well, speak up."
We are formerly known as the Devil's Advocates.
Formerly.
When we had agreed to tell them who we are.
That's great. Why are you here?
We're here on my behalf. Last to Zaphen. I'm looking for an object.
And some more deep blade.
All right. Well, I don't know who Alastair Zephin is, but I know Samora Deepblade.
Isn't us down here to help or look for items or something?
Oh. Kind of looks at the guard and goes, "Well, why didn't you say that?"
Because
they,
there was a misunderstanding.
Also, above ground, her name doesn't serve well in certain circles.
I suppose that's very fair. I'm told you're gonna heal our friend here.
Which one is he?
For the sake of this
Yeah.
was just in case you guys went into combat.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Use your brains.
Never.
Yeah. Just he's kind of on the ground there. He's conscious, only just.
Alastair, do you want to do it?
Certainly. Sure. And I'll kneel down beside the injured person.
Okay.
And I will use. I will use lay on hands. I'll give him 10.
10. It's good because he only had one left. He kind of shudders for a bit, and you can see some of the skin regrowing over the third degree burns, and some of the second degree slowly starting to scab over. The captain kind of looks and goes, "Many your words, eh? All right. So Samora sent you down here. What for? You here to help us? You here to do the same thing we're here to do? What's going on?"
I believe it's the same thing, although she didn't tell us you guys were down here, so I don't know what she hoped would happen. But
I think she's just casting a wide net.
if we can both be down here, we appreciate that. Our friend here is... Blaster, what are you trying to find?
That's the funny part. I don't know. I know there's something around in here I'm supposed to find, and I need it. I just don't know what it is yet.
All right, well, I think we're done our expeditions for the day. If you want, I can give you a bit of a rundown, but you're not going to like it.
Sure.
So beyond that door, to the south there, he points to the door that I just revealed. We just narrowly escaped to, I don't know, Leon, what would you call him? One of the bandits pipes up and goes, I guess, giant dragon snake? Yeah. So there's 2 giant dragon snakes in there, probably finishing off the last of their meal, who used to be my brother-in-law. So there's that.
Did you
the
care for
hallway-
him?
Yeah, he was all right.
One less Christmas present, I suppose.
Was
Winter-
Christmas.
Sorry.
You tried. Yes. In the hallway behind me there, somebody at some point dug some kind of tunnel. It seems to lead to a prison cell, and in that prison cell, there's another tunnel. I wouldn't suggest going in there. There's something beyond the iron bars. If you go up the rest of the end of that hallway, there's a room with a big black pool of I don't know what. Nobody's gotten brave enough to go near it. Other than that, that's about as far as we got. We tried heading down to the south, got about a room and a half in, and yeah, there was 12 of us. And another dog.
Well, we appreciate your information.
Yeah.
Should we see you again? And I think our intentions are to look around. Should we make any places safer? I'm sure we'll let you know.
Best of luck. There's some kind of war going on down here. There's some, from what we can gather, there's some red scaly things down here. They're fighting off something. It must be pretty bad if they're trying to fight it off.
Before you guys got overrun, did you find anything you may be able to trade?
No, not really. Rooms seem fairly picked clean. All of these rooms are odd. They're large and they seem almost without purpose. There's ash on the floor. I assume there used to be furniture and stuff like that, but you're really gonna have to look hard to find anything down here, I think. You never know. Check the bodies, check the ash. Actually, you know what? I think Buddy over there found a gold ring in a pile of ash. Probably used to be somebody. Might be worth something, who knows?
Well, I guess I'll see you guys later.
No. Bahamut be with you, and
also with you. I'm speaking of Bahamut. I'm a Talon of the Platinum Dragon. What
respect.
did you find anything of Bahamut? Any markings or sigils or I'm looking for something for the Platinum Dragon.
The only sigil you're gonna find down here, buddy, is 3 crossed feathers.
I was afraid of that.
I'm gonna go over to the guy that has the gold ring.
Okay. Let's say it's the guy the furthest south.
Yep. Alright. How much would you normally get for that? I am not well on the trade here.
It's like 2, maybe 150 gold.
Gonna dig around in my pack for a bit. Pull out 2 rubies. Discover that.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, here. Yeah.
Alright. Trade him for
You can add a ring worth 150 gold
For
and
2
take out 2
rubies.
rubies.
for 50
Yep.
gold each.
Yep. He's kind of looking. He's looking at him. He's like, "All right, I got 2 for 1." And you see, as the rest of you look, and you just see another bandit across, like, on the other side of the fire, just kind of put his head in his hands, just, "You fucking dumbass!" Like, oh boy. It's like, all right, yeah. He puts them in his pouch. The captain kind of looks and goes, well, we'll be here for a bit longer. I don't think we're going anywhere with one of ours like this, pointing to the essentially the burn victim. If you guys need somewhere to rest, we're gonna be here for a bit. Maybe you can guard while we sleep, and vice versa. Who knows?
All right, lads. Let's pick a direction. Do we want to go to the black pool or to the fire lizards?
Real quick before we make a decision, I think I forgot something back over there. I think I dropped my thing. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna go
very
check out that
strange.
thing.
You're gonna go check out the bookcase?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah.
You just see Zaz just run to the back where he was.
I just kind of look at the bandits, elves. and
Definitely a
shrug.
bookshelf.
Are you okay?
You
Yeah,
find anything?
I think I kicked it over here. I'm gonna try again.
I'm just gonna kind of.
All right, I'll let you.
Slowly.
I'll let you make a second one.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna go over there.
Okay.
Wow.
You want a hand, Zaz? And I'll help him look at the bookshelf or whatever. I guess trying to find something he lost.
Guys, I saw something over here before. There's something on this bookcase, on the bookshelf.
Yeah, Zane is eyeballing the bookshelf, not sure what he's looking at.
Okay.
That's an
Make
investigation, right?
Yep.
And I'm just wandering down towards the other hallway.
Ooh, that's better.
It's definitely a bookshelf. There's the DC. Hi, Zane. So these two are looking at it, and Zane, as you take a step back, you notice the stonework behind the bookshelf matches that of the stonework above all the other door openings.
Zaz, were you looking for an entryway or something? And I pointed out to him.
Sure. Yep. And I'll try and move the bookshelf.
Yeah.
I'll help. Seeing
You
as how I
slide,
can pull.
you slide the bookcase aside with relative ease. There's a hallway.
Okay.
I better see what these idiots are up to. Hold on.
Can I see anything down the hallway, or is it just dark?
You see that?
What does it look to be? A burnt rug and some bear?
I'm gonna go check it out.
I'll follow him, but like kind of 10 feet behind.
All right.
Can I shout out to the bandits?
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't happen to see that that bookshelf over there, did you? The one with the door behind it?
The captain just kind of looks at you and goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me, right?"
Nope. And then I walk off.
You just hear aloud, "Fuck it, let them have it. They found it. I'm tired. Fuck this." All right. Zaz, walking into the room, this room actually seems slightly less charred than the previous rooms you were in. And looking in, you still see remnants of furniture, though it is burned. It's not as badly burned as the piles of ash that are left in other places. And miraculously, in the corner, are 3 relatively intact chests.
Hey, I found the door. I want to look at one.
I found the door. I'm gonna look at 2. You can look at 1.
I
picked
think
mine.
Zane or Zaz, we can share.
Nope.
You're
I
like
found it.
children.
Dibs.
Zaz, we are gonna find a lot of things down here.
I'm opening the chest.
Okay, so which you have the middle one?
I'm gonna open up the one that's right in front of Mo.
The one right in front of Mo?
Yep.
All right.
I'm looking in as he does it.
Zaz, can you make a performance check for me, please?
You got it.
Yeah. 7. So as you're there, you go to kind of open the chest, which has like a twist lock, and you're humming a jaunty tune. And as you're humming the jaunty tune is doubled because the chest is humming back. Can I get you to roll initiative, please?
Oh,
Sure.
son of a bitch.
Just as?
All of you. Oh no, Zane, you don't get to move. Because as you were leaning on that chest,
Oh no.
the other mimic grabs you by the arm.
Aww. I'm getting to stare in the back just watching this happen.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, if we call it for help, they'll eventually come. Or not.
All right, anyone higher than a 20? No? Anyone higher than a 15?
Nope.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you gotta go way lower.
Anyone higher than a 10?
Nope.
What?
Me and Zane are tied for 9.
9?
Wow.
I guess you guys were caught off guard.
You're all the way
Anyone
down
higher
at
than
4.
5?
I got a 6.
Oh my god.
I got a 4.
I got
Oh
a
my
3.
Oh my god.
With a critical fail.
Yep.
Oh my god. Spoolie, smack the cat. All right, top of the round. It's Mimic 1's turn. That's the one currently holding on to Zane. Zane, you are considered grappled right now.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, because these are adhesive creatures. So as the chest just kind of retches open, a long purple tongue comes out, and it's going to go ahead and take a bite attack against you.
Mhm.
Battle music, very somber.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. All right. Does a 13 hit?
Yeah.
It does? Okay.
Yeah.
So you are going to go ahead and take 4 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 2 points of acid damage as the mimic just
Sorry, what was that total?
be 4 and 2, so 6 total.
Okay, thank you.
As the mimic just comes out and just bites you, and currently Zane is half in this chest now, just kind of, oh god, oh Jesus. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take the one in front of me. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna make 3 melee attacks against it.
Okay.
So I'll just roll them all at the same time.
Yeah, just go ahead. I'm so happy mimics work.
Just
Yes to the 1 and the 3. So that'd be the everything
oh
but
yeah,
the
yeah,
Raven's
yeah,
Wings.
yeah.
Zane, you are on deck, and I'll explain
Yep.
what you can do once we get there.
Wait, what have we agreed is in my main hand? Is it?
Your main hand is not the Raven Queen's projection. It's the other
It's
one's
the
main
battle
hand.
axe. So yeah,
Yes.
so that's 2, 8, and that's 2, so that's plus 8.
Mhm.
22.
That's quite a bit of damage. So as you kind of see as Zaz is just got his hands kind of in the mouth of this creature, you just whack, whack, whack. And the first one kind of gleans off a particularly hard part of this chest-like carapace that the mimic is holding. But the first and third strikes land, and you see it kind of split open, revealing like a purple amorphous gooey substance inside and quickly close. That fucking hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Zane, you are up. You have to use an action to try and escape the mimic. It's
Okay.
a strength check, DC 13. So you have to roll higher
Oh
than a 13.
shit.
Or you could just blast it face first.
Its
Yeah.
hand is in there. That's you
No,
know.
Zane's bottom half is in the mimic right now.
Oh, bottom half. Okay.
So Zane, you could attack or you could try to escape.
Well, that's a good question. Nah, let's try to escape.
Okay.
Oh!
0. You just accept your fate. You go, this is
Okay.
This is how I die.
it. So all you see Zane do like the platoon, just like head up and his arms out, just ready to accept it. It's like, this is the second bad day in a row.
Arms
Take
out
me.
like he's T-posing?
Yeah. Do you not know the platoon pose? Schooling?
What is he?
No, I don't.
I'll have to show you a picture later.
What is he doing?
The mimic, the second one, which has a grasp on Zaz, is going to make an attack against you, Zaz.
Okay.
It's going to go ahead. Just take a bite attack against you, I think. That would be a 18 to hit.
Is my
How long does wild shape last?
yeah, 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yes, it's still up.
Okay. My armor class is now 18. So on a tie.
Yeah,
It hits.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know. That's 10 points of piercing damage
Mhm.
and 2 points of acid damage.
Okay.
As it just kind of. What's that, sorry?
As a reaction, can I do my spores? Because it actually turns out to be a reactionary. We keep doing it as like it's just a constant aura thing, but it's actually a reaction.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I only found that out recently. But as you were saying.
Yeah, so it just kind of has you and just chomps down hard on your hands. Just ah. Now your spores, that's a check from me, right? It's a dex check, right? Con.
DC 14.
Yeah. What is it? That is a 12.
Okay.
Yep. Alastair, you are on deck.
Okay. Sorry.
What's a D26?
It's a D20 and a D6 glued together.
Oh. It wouldn't roll very well. 5 points of damage, and that's number 2. Ooh. It's looking pretty bad. All right, that's going to end its turn. Alastair, you are up. What would you like to do watching this stupidity?
I'm going to come here, and I am going to use Amalthea to make 2 attacks onto Mimic number 1.
All right, go ahead and roll.
I keep forgetting he has that whip.
Mm-hmm. And his nene.
Oh.
Shit. So that would be 23
Ooh.
and
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay, cool. All right.
And this is on Mimic 1, yes?
Yes.
Okay, Queer, you are on deck.
Yep.
So that's this, yeah. 18 damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oof. Oof. So as you see Zane just there accepting his fate, Zane, on either side of you, you just hear whoosh, whoosh, as you feel your bottom half, which is slowly being digested, may I add, kind of warble as the mimic fucking hurts. Anything else from you, Alastair?
Yeah, I will get in close
Okay.
so I can reach it.
All right. Quern, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at number 1.
And number 1, and
Dex
what
save
is your
15.
DC? 15. I rolled 15.
All right,
And
then.
plus its dex, which is a 1. So,
Misses.
yes.
Then that's it.
All right. It's now Mimic number 1's turn, and Mimic number 1 is going to take another attack at you, Zane, because it's currently eating you. It's an advantage because you are grappled. Well, fuck me. Double 4s. So 9 does not hit you.
No.
So as it goes to kind of bite down at you, Zane, that's when the whips hit, preventing it from actually digging its teeth into your back. And you kind of open one eye and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm still alive. Praise be to whatever Zane worships. That is going to end the Mimic's turn because they can't move because you guys got them fucking cornered. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna lay another 3 attacks into Mr. 2.
Hey, DM.
Yes, I'm just looking at that now, Zaz. Let's do your turn retroactively.
Yeah. Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Yep.
I do apologize. I thought I... Oh, I see what I did.
In a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Well, let's get this Moonbeam in here first. I had to drag it from real far away. Place it where you'd like it, sir. Of course. That's one angry mimic. And that's a nat 3. This dice is going away now. $12 points. Which mimic was that? That's mimic. That's like that is mimic
Number 2.
Yeah, just making sure. 12 is a wonderful number. Okay. All right. Mo, roll your damage because the first 2 hit. The first one definitely hits. Sorry about that, Jordan. I'm not sure why I didn't have you written down because I was laughing about the 6.
Yeah, shit happens.
Plus...
Zane, you are on deck.
Yep.
17.
So, as the moonbeam comes down, and Zaz just kind of looking as his hands are in the moonbeam, as he's grappled, suddenly just as the mimic just kind of, you know how Pac-Man dies? You ever seen that animation? How he kind of opens his mouth all the way and just kind of folds.
Whoa.
It's like it's turned inside out, yeah.
Yeah, it just and it just collapses to like a purple amorphous goo. Just a goo.
I look at Zaz and I give him the good job nod. Teamwork.
Yeah. Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm in the mimic, correct?
You are in the mimic, yes.
Okay, so I'd like to use primal savagery.
Okay. Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So
you go first. What?
no, just I was going to ask you to remind me what that does.
Okay, so you channel primal magic to cause your teeth or fingernails to sharpen, ready to deliver a corrosive attack. Make a melee spell attack against one creature 5 feet within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
On a hit, target takes 1d10 acid damage. But as I reach 5th level, it's 2d10. So.
All right, yeah, so go ahead and roll a melee spell attack, which I believe for you would be a +9. 1d20 +9. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll your 2d10s. Warlocks, man.
Plus anything or no? No, that's just
it's just straight. Yeah. Ooh, mama. So, Zane, who had previously just accepted his fate, all of a sudden, have you guys seen that episode of Family Guy where they all get superpowers and Meg's superpowers to grow her fingernails?
Yeah.
Stop!
Suddenly it's just Zane has fingernails and just starts like just scratching at the fucking mimic.
That's not what he does. It's so much more cooler and edgier when I do it.
All right, then what do you do? What do you do? Tell me how you do it.
No.
Well,
It's just cool and edgy, okay?
All right. It's a
Well, he's
cool
still
and
inside.
edgy.
like
kitty
Shadow the
attack.
Hedgehog edgy.
Oh,
He's still inside the mimic, so
yeah, he is. He's just.
we don't see.
He's just like all you see is Zane just like fucking like slashing for his life at his feet, and the mimic's just there like you in its throat going, "What the fuck is this?" Just like.
Nice, Jordan.
Yes, nice, Jordan.
What meme does he have? Yep, there it is. There it is. Zaz, you are up. What would you like to do?
Just keep on the moonbeam, and that's about it.
So that mimic is dead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boop.
So I need to make the save because it's the first time entering it. Nat 5. Now, for the sake of this, Zane, you have to make that saving throw too.
Oh.
Because
Shit.
you're in that mimic, just for the sake of ease, I didn't put you in that square.
What is it?
It is a dex throw, correct? Dex
Con.
save? Oh, it's con. Oh, it's a good thing that dex and con for these are the same. So yeah, Constitution saving throw. 18 succeeds. So Zane, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
As the mimic hurts. And that's concentration. Are you going to do any movement or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. That brings us to Alastair. Alastair, what would you like to do?
Going to be real exciting and attack twice
All right, go ahead and roll.
with my big fuck off sword.
Don't miss.
Don't you put that on me. Oh shit.
Oh,
14 and the second one's 7. Or is 11.
14 hits, 11 narrowly misses.
Whew.
Go ahead and roll your damage for the first attack. So with that first strike, you cleave it right across the front of the chest, and it just kind of melts. And Zane, suddenly you're standing on hard ground. The squishiness beneath your feet is gone. However, your pants kind of ruined. They're just kind of dissolved at where your feet come out. Leg holes, I guess they're called.
you know where
With
the
that,
feet
we're out of
are.
initiative. Where your feet go. Yeah. With that, we're out of initiative. Both the mimics are dead. Just gonna move Moonbeam there.
So, do we try the third chest?
Perhaps
good.
don't rush into a room next time.
Oh, I'm going to, but I'll brace
I'm gonna, yeah.
for another mimic attack.
All right. Can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Yep. Dex saving throw?
Yeah, dex saving throw.
22.
So what you see is Alastair open the chest and then bound back and nothing happens because that's the second time I've got you with that. And it's great. Sorry, I just really like doing that. So looking in, Alastair, what you find is probably a good collected 70 gold pieces. You find a really well-made rabbit fur scarf. You find a small bag of incense worth about 50 gold pieces. And you find a small black bauble, which I will send you the item card for.
Huh. Alright. I'll pocket that.
Oh, and that scarf's worth 25 gold as well.
Okay.
What did you find?
I found a fabulous scarf and some gold. And I found an interesting black bauble. It's a little gem.
Is it magical?
I think so, but I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to put it in the pack for now.
We can always go through it later. Hopefully, we'll have accumulated more gold for me to buy more pearls. And at the thought of Mo having to go through what he assumes to be a cacophony of magic items, he's just kind of like
Realizing
no.
his what he's gonna have to spend. All right. Looking around, there's no other entrances or exits in this room. Seems to be some kind of offshoot room that somebody just put a bookshelf in front of for whatever reason.
Okay, I'll leave the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the
Yeah.
the room with all the.
I'm gonna give it just a quick once over.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
$11.
You look at the mimics. You look at the rug. You remember hearing a story of somebody getting choked out by a rug. You avoid the rug. No, there's nothing else in here. You're fine.
Yep. Head back.
I like how John goes all the way around, but Jordan's just like through the wall.
That's what I did too.
So did I.
Yeah.
I did.
Moonbeam comes with.
Yeah. So as you come into the other room, the captain's there and goes, "Well, it sounds like you guys found something fun."
One of those what do you call the objects that try to eat people? The inanimate. Zane, what's the word for that?
Would I know that they're mimics, Tanner?
Yeah, you know they're mimics. They're a fairly common thing.
Okay, mimics, Mo, they're mimics.
Ah.
Perhaps next time we do not rush towards things in the rooms we do not know. Yes?
Kind of on cue, I kind of like I look to the side, I look at my javelin, I kind of go, that would have come in handy.
Alright, so do we want to go and face the weird skilly dragon things, or do we want to go into a black pool that nobody has touched?
I say we go and look at the black pool because we know that there's scaly fire lizards somewhere. Let's go and find something we don't know.
Yes, because that's totally trustworthy. Alright, into the black pool.
All right, so that would be down the hallway to the left. So actually, Quirin, funnily enough that you pop right there, as you're walking down this hall, you see that it looks like what had started as a small hole dug by some kind of scavenger has actually opened into a man-sized tunnel. And you're not sure if it was the bandits that opened it up, but it's certainly open. And there is a room beyond here.
Oh.
I'm gonna poke my head in, check the room.
You see that
Why
it
does
appears to
something
be
boring?
some kind of cell, and there's a charred corpse in the corner.
So do you
Looks
think
like
I should
he didn't
sacred
make it.
flame it, or... You know, just in case. Blaster. Hello?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, I'm just gonna sacred flame the corpse.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Here. $15.
See, nothing. It goes up in gray flames, but seems dead.
All right, I'll make my way
As
in.
you enter the room, you notice that it is fucking hot. Like just absolute sweltering dry heat. And you're not sure why it's so much hotter in here than it was in the hallway.
Is there a smell? Can we smell anything?
Go ahead and make a perception check, Zane, for that.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, is the projection vibrating from the presence of undead?
It is not.
That's good.
18. Do you do smell something. Obviously, you smell the ash and the smell of burning and smoke. But there's two smells that you pick up with an 18 there. You pick up a smell of sulfur, and you pick up the smell of like some kind of metallic smell in the air, almost as if someone is. It smells similar to like a blacksmith, as if someone's forging something.
I'm going to go and take a look at these. I'm assuming they're bars.
Yeah, looking beyond the bars, you can clearly see another room that's just absolutely filled with smoke. And a door on the other side. Oh my god, the cat.
Huh. What are the bars made out of?
The bars are about 3 inches in diameter each. Like, this is a heavy-duty cell door. Whatever this cell door was like made for, it obviously was intended to keep something in. And as each of you walk into the room, you notice a second tunnel to the north side of it, leading upwards
To a
the north.
cat.
Yes.
I'm gonna poke my head through.
You see a similar chamber. Oh my god, radar.
Okay. I just want to say that this map is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, it gets
this
worse.
And another charred corpse in there.
There is another charred corpse in there. So whatever burned down these ruins happened pretty quick, because obviously nobody let the prisoners in these cells out.
I'm gonna hit it with a chill touch.
Nothing happens.
Alright. Slowly pop in the room, look around.
You see, similar to the other room, barred doors.
There's the same thing in here as the other one.
This must be
Okay.
some sort of holding cell.
Is there anything else beyond the bars? Like, is there a chamber of smoke like the other one?
Actually, there's not. What you're able to see is you're able to kind of look around a corner, and all you really see is a long hallway, and opposite the bars, another set of doors.
If only we had a key.
I'm gonna try and just kick the lock as hard as I can.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
$18.
You kick the lock. Fuck, did that hurt?
Ugh.
Actually, Zane,
Yeah.
because you used to be an alchemist, make an investigation check with advantage.
Okay, so roll it twice?
Yep, we'll take the higher. Just because you're an alchemist here, actually. Okay?
16.
All right, 16 does it. You recognize this metal as adamantine. And it's real strong.
Hey, Tanner,
Yes.
can I reanimate the skeleton?
Oh no.
Read me reanimate dead.
Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range, 10 feet. Spell imbues the target with the foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose a corpse. The GM has the creature's game stats.
All right. Let me just grab you a small marker for that, because I'm not sure where I saved the zombie token, but I seem to have lost it. So right now you get this blue eye.
He's a skeleton, right?
It would be a skeleton, yes.
Yeah.
So we'll say that's just a skeleton. I'm not sure where those two tokens are. I do have them, but I did a resort there. Yeah, you raise him, and as he stands, oh my god, the cat. as he stands, a small bag kind of falls off of his person.
Ooh. I'm gonna command the guy to bring the bag to me, and we're gonna leave up north to where the other guys are.
All right. Well, let me get you that small bag.
Thank you. Beep, 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 beep.
All right. You head up, and they're all kind of looking at the bars, and there is another charred corpse in here.
Zane, is that, or sorry, Saz, is that one of your friends?
Who, the skeleton?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking past Zane, kind of over his shoulder, just kind of
Why
like.
does it have horns or something? Are you being racist?
No, I'm looking over your shoulder at the. I'm looking past you. At the thing and just kind of like, is that with you?
Yeah, and Mo, your Raven Queen's projection could probably satisfy a lot of women right now. It is just zzz, like full Hitachi wand. Like set it on a table, it'll travel a good couple feet.
I was wondering what that noise was.
It's
Degenerates.
skeleton.
I'm gonna go investigate this skeleton.
This skeleton is actually it's strange. Everything in this room is just completely charred, but the cloak this skeleton is wearing seems untouched.
I'll take the cloak.
Let me get you the sheet for that.
Thank you.
Oh my god, so many magic items.
You guys went to where the loot was. This is this thing.
Why are there so many health potions before this big room?
Time to take a long rest.
Why did the music change?
Auto saving.
It's awful dark in here.
Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
So we can't get through these. They really, really hurt. Does anybody know how to pick a lock?
I can get one of you guys through them.
How?
What?
I have a spell. I haven't used this one yet, so I don't know
Interesting.
100% how well it's going to work for you, but if I have a volunteer...
Now, looking at this cell door, is it just like your typical prison cell door
No.
where it's like a keyhole on either side, or
No, anything but. These are like 3-inch diameter adamantine bars. Like this is like maximum
I more meant
security.
there's not a doorknob on the other side?
There is not a lock to be seen.
Alright, so if you get us across, you have a way to get us back.
If you do it quick... Yep.
How quick?
Actually... yeah. Actually, yeah. I can do it. I can change it for a bit. It lasts an hour. But you can really just look over there. You can't really interact a whole lot.
Alright.
So you
I
can
might
just
have
scope it
an
out.
idea.
Sure. Nothing
You're up
can
for it, Corin?
touch me if I do this?
Pretty well. At least I don't think so.
Alright.
Zane, did you say something?
Bully?
Really?
Huh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the save?
I don't know what the save is.
Read the spell and what's the save? It'll say what kind of save it is.
Oh, I don't even have the spell on my list.
Let me
on.
look it up here. The space between... You gotta look at that list and think what you want to happen. 1 second here. Sorry, I was sent a message.
Yep.
Oh, son of a bitch, where did my list go? I had my list open!
I will send it to you in 1 second here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
No worries.
do 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 do.
I'm not seeing anything about.
I've got one. I see. I found the save.
Okay.
May I suggest, Spoolie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th one down.
All right. Let me see. I'm sorry. Yes. All right.
Or the 1 3 down. Okay. Alastair,
Yes.
can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh, sure.
Spoolie, what is your spell save DC?
Give me a second. Spell save DC. Spell
Oh, what?
You've got a 16, so you gotta roll high. Gotta have high.
I don't know what my spell save DC is, Tanner.
Remember that I have +4 for all of my saves.
Plus your. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's 15. It's 15. Damn it.
No, it's be 17 because of your pack, Rob the Pack Keeper.
Oh.
Okay, Spoolie. What do you polymorph Alastair into?
He's a crab now.
Can you remind me what the intelligence of a crab is?
Let me bring up the stats. 1.
Okay, I
Or
go and
silent
start
people.
eating stuff off of the floor.
What
So
the hell
I'd like
did
to. I'd
you
like
do?
to pick up. I'd like to pick up Alastair,
Okay.
And I'd like to scoop him and just shove him past the bars there.
Just throw him.
Okay, I scuttle around a little bit. Like, pick up stuff off the wall.
How are you gonna get him back in?
Mage hand.
Oh shit!
I'm just keep going this way.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Zaz,
Just
do
skeleton.
the thing. Just
You the thing? You want the thing?
Good. I have to watch him.
I can only bring one of you back for sure.
Just do it. Do it now.
All right, I'm gonna cast gaseous form on.
God damn it, Zane.
What
look
is
at the skeleton and start chuckling.
what does Crab Laster see at the end of this whole thing?
Walk in.
Hold
Is that a
on.
throne?
Wait. He's casting a spell on me, and I'm gonna be coming at him real quick. All right. What does the spell do?
Gaseous form.
Yes.
You're willing.
Yep.
Transform a willing creature you touch, along with everything it's wearing or carrying, into a misty cloud for the duration. The spell ends with the
Polymorph is
creature.
unwilling.
Yep.
The spell ends with the creature drops to 0 hit points. An incorporeal creature is unaffected. When in this form, the target's only method of movement is flying speed of 10 feet. The target can enter or occupy the space of another creature. Target has resistance to non-magical damage, and it has advantage to strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. Target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquids as though it were solid surfaces.
Okay. So then I just go.
Okay, as soon as he's past the bars, I'm going to end the spell, so he's back to clearing.
Attempt.
Crab Laster.
Yes.
Gonna just start slowly coming along.
You kind of go into the middle of the room and you hear tiny voices. And you look around and you see imps. Many imps. And you look around and you're very confused as to what these are or why. And then you see the big imp.
Oh.
Just
It
on
has
the
a name.
It has a name.
Come here, little crab. Come here, little crab.
I'm going to I'm going to get into a defensive crab stance and click at it ferociously.
So the horned devil
Oh,
looks down.
God damn it.
Congratulations, Spoolie. You've just killed a Laster. Oh my god.
God
Just-
damn it.
The horned devil just kind of looks
killed
down and
him.
goes, this creature amuses me. And the imps are like, yes, yes, it's funny. Look at the click. Yes. Ooh, clickety clack, clickety clack. And they're all kind of flying around you, Alastair, just mocking you. Just like, clickety clack, clickety clack.
Just clicking.
It's like, goes,
They all
enough.
start
I definitely have Crab Red playing in the background. Why?
Goes, Its bravery amuses me. Though I do not wish to kill this beast. I do not wish for it to be in my chamber any longer. Servants,
Little crab. Come here, little crab.
and they're like, haha, yes, get rid of the clicky clacks, get rid of the
As
clicky
one of the
clacks.
imps comes by, we were trying to snap at it.
What attack are you using for the crab? It has a claw attack, which is a melee weapon attack with +0 to hit.
Okay, I'm using a claw attack.
All right, roll to hit.
Oh, I'm in random fun. Shit, hold on.
This is hard to listen to.
11.
11 does not hit, so you go and stab. It's like, oh, look at it go! Yeah, and it just it picks you up by the claw, Alastair, and is just going to just like yeet you back down the hallway. Just, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, and it's just, Alastair, you are fucking hurled down this hallway. Allow me to.
I land
And
shell
you
side
actually-
back.
And you land boom,
Oh, thank God.
right in front of Quirin
Come here.
on your back.
Come here, little crab. I'm gonna pick him up, still put the claws up in the air so he can't snip at me.
Ferocious snippet.
Yeah.
In
Yes.
this hallway, from the end of it, you can hear, it flew, it flew. Did you see the clickety clack fly? It flew, yes, yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna back up and hide in this little hallway here.
All right.
What do I see in the other chamber?
You're still against the door.
The door. Is it solid door?
It is a door, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stare at Zane while holding this tiny fucking crab. Literally, you had to turn him into a crab now.
I thought that was the only way we're gonna get a scout on us on the other side.
Perhaps next time something smarter.
John, if you're holding the crab and I do the form thing, I can get you through the bars holding the crab.
Anything that's on my...
Or you can just put the crab
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the bar.
Just
Oh,
Just
yeah,
saying.
too.
all right, all right. Gonna come over. Give Zane the crab.
Okay, I take the crab. I take crab
Okay.
blaster.
9. Does a 9 hit you?
You're attacking with your claw?
I don't fucking
No.
know.
9
Yeah.
does not work.
Alright. And I'm gonna-
Foaming now.
then I'm gonna come back over, check the door to see if it's trapped.
Check that door.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Just wait. Let me check. Investigation.
Excuse me.
5. Fuck.
5. It looks just like a door as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna try and crack it open.
Yeah, it opens without much of a problem.
Yep. Peek inside.
Yeah, I'm attacking again.
What you see, Quirin? You look in the room. Oh, that hits.
Yeah,
it does flat 1 damage. That's all.
I pinched real good.
Where looking in, you see a room dimly lit by blue light. Down at the end of the room, you see what appears to be a force field. And inside, on a pedestal, is a harp of some sort, a small hand harp. Looking in, you see splotches of color on the floor of red, blue, green, yellow, pretty much all the primary colors and the secondary colors. All in all, the room seems empty. But to the left, there is a hallway, which you can see down, and it appears to be a much larger room. And you can hear voices say, "Louder, you cretins!" Yes, we're going as fast as we can. there's something down there.
Better yeet the crab. It worked before.
Alright, gonna come back. Alright, there is some sort of harp, a bunch of different colors, and more voices down the other way, in the way that the last door went. There's a lot of
Please
things
get
in
over
here.
here, Quirin.
Just wait. If there is a way to unlock this, then we might be able to get the magic harp. I don't know what it does, but...
But what was over? What through? How did Alastair get back here? He ran that way.
He ran that way, he was thrown back, a tiny little voice said that he flew, and I am not fucking with that alone.
Maybe we better check the other hallway. The
I'm
one
poking
that
Alastair's
does.
eye.
You what, sorry? You're poking his eye?
Yes, you know how the crabs are like snails?
Oh, are they? Okay. Yeah.
Actually, if you rub them
Hisses.
right between the highs, they calm down.
What else can crabs do?
They only have a claw attack. Hold on, let me look it up here. Oh, you're amphibious. You can breathe air and water. You have a speed of 20 feet, an armor class of 11, and 2 hit points.
Ooh.
Alright, does anybody have anything to pick a lock? Anyone?
Queer, looking
hear
at this,
clicking.
there's no lock on this door.
There's nothing?
It's just bars. They appear to drop into the floor.
Is it magical? Quirin, is there maybe a chain or a button? A
Gonna
lever?
step back out and try and look around the hallway.
Tanner,
Yes.
can I whip out that bag of tricks? Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay, and I roll in order to. What do I roll again? I
It's a
don't have.
D8.
Please. Please.
A 6. It's a giant weasel. You summon a giant weasel.
Ah, damn it, really?
Why did you summon a giant weasel?
Because I thought maybe I could get something to open the bars or bend them or something, like a gorilla.
What are you doing, Zane?
Protected from the crab.
Now there's just a big weasel. Zane and his animal companions.
Bird is just looking at you mystified right now.
Is that bag endless?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, do I see anything out there?
What, down the hall?
Like, around the doorway or anything to try and open that up?
Like a lever
No, you really
or a
don't.
chain.
Does the weasel speak my language?
It understands you, yes.
Okay, can I make it go beyond the bars?
It's a giant weasel.
Okay.
So it wouldn't...
Yeah,
No,
weasels
actually-
can fit through quite a lot, actually.
yeah, the weasel actually just kind of...
It squeezes its way through like a raccoon in a storm drain.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, give me the crab back.
I step on Alastair.
What are you?
What? You crush him?
Yes.
All right, Alastair, you're back to human form. You're on the ground and you're very confused.
I'm just grabbing it with my hands as if they're claws. Ah, 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 ah,
Shut up.
ah.
Please shut up.
Can we get
What happened?
Can we get Quirin on this side of the bars?
We can, but now I have a giant weasel over here. I mean, I might just go on an adventure with this.
You might die.
Yeah, no shit. But it would be better than being on that side trap with Zane. Turning people into animals and pulling out more.
Are you scared of animals, Quirin?
No, I'm scared of Zane. What the fuck?
Hey! Do you guys hear that? You
Oh.
hear Quirin from the room that you were just looking?
Zaz.
Slowly
The
come
thing.
back and close
Do
the
it.
door. Come back over.
Zaz, can you do the thing? Get him on this side. That way we don't have to have a funeral tomorrow.
Yep.
Just a long pause. Yeah, sure.
Take a second. Cast it.
All right.
Accept it.
Quirin's now a fart.
I'm just gonna keep moving this way.
The
Now-
weasel, Zane, is on the other side of the bars, just watching him disappear and looks at you.
Okay, I want to hide behind these bars, behind Alastair, but not before telling the weasel to run down the hall.
Run down the hall.
Run down the hall.
Okay, up there.
Yep.
You
All right,
named
you
it
can't-
ham
This will
sandwich.
be good.
You can't see it, but what you hear is, I don't like it. And it's fucking gone. You just hear a fucking, like, explosion. Followed
You know
by...
what? In retrospect, I'm glad the imps didn't kill Alastair.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna slip through these bars.
Okay, Quirin, going into those bars. Oh, she's dying. That room is just filled with smoke.
Do you know
But-
how fucking terrified I was?
You are able to see 2 doors.
There are bars there. We're in.
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I'm so
but he's
gaseous.
gaseous form.
Oh, your gash. Okay.
I'm gonna come
Yep.
over to these.
Okay.
They're solid. Is there any keyhole or anything?
It's as far as you can tell, it's just an iron door, but you can interact with it. Be aware of that.
I can't.
That's what I said. You can't
Yeah,
interact.
that's why I'm looking for a small hole.
Oh yeah, there's a crack underneath the door.
Yeah, so I'll just
Tanner.
go through that.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. You guys go. You guys go. I'm so sorry.
All
No
right,
worries.
you head on in. This appears to be some form of dining room, but walking in, what you see is running around the table is 2 hellhounds, as 2 tiny creatures on the table are like, yeah, go get him! And they just appear to be fucking like chasing each other around, and it's like,
Gonna slowly go back through the door and go all the way back up.
Now, what is Zaz? What would you say Quirin looks like in this form? Is it just like a slightly, like a slightly smoky fart? Like, like.
I would say imagine what he normally looks like, but instead of being solid, he looks gaseous.
Oh, so like one of those
Like a big gray smoke monster.
like a Harry Potter ghost kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tanner,
yes.
what's the distance between each of the bars? Are they small, or is it like,
It is small, yes.
so like one of us couldn't fit through it, but an
No.
imp maybe can?
Yes.
Can I disguise myself as an imp?
What?
You would still maintain your size with disguise.
Are you sure? Because it says you can seem 1 foot shorter or taller.
You'd be
appear
1
to
foot
scatter
shorter,
between-
but an imp is like 1.5 feet tall, right? So you're what? You're 7'1". You'd be able to appear like
It
6.
says a 6'1" imp.
Yeah, like
Hey guys.
All right, never mind. I
Good
guess.
idea.
yeah, you
We're
wouldn't.
just too
And
big.
as well, Spoolie, just to note, when with disguise self, it's an illusion. You're not actually changing your form. So you'd appear
okay. So
shorter,
I wouldn't
but
be
you
able to
still-
go through anyway.
No,
Okay,
unfortunately.
So I'm just gonna come up and stare at Zaz and just kind of motion towards myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do the thing.
Zaz,
Then
you're a fart.
I'll stop it.
Okay, so there was things giggling in the one room that sound like the things giggling in the room that I just went to, and there are giant fire dogs down there. So this entire area should be no-go.
Should we go up that other long hallway then? That seems safer.
As long as Zane doesn't touch anything, I'm pretty sure I'm good with anything.
I'm gonna. Alastair's gonna go to, like, leave the room, but walk sideways for a moment. Oh, right.
All right.
Back out. Then up
Alastair,
the hall.
do you remember what you saw when you were a crab? Would he be able to remember?
I remember that there was some delicious stuff all over the floor that was it was great.
I
kept
mean
finding more of it.
creatures.
Things
I would
that
have-
were giggling at you.
I don't know. That's a DM's call.
Yeah, you'd remember.
There were lots of little imps, I suppose there were, and then there was one large one sitting on a throne, and it had horns. But it liked me, so I'm. That's a good sign.
Wait. It had horns, so like a brazen, like big red devil thing.
I
You never met him like that.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
I'm gonna try and like.
While you guys
vaguely-
are walking, let me just double check here. Oh my god, Cat, I'm going to turn you into mittens. Let's see here. I do apologize.
No.
You guys started moving without my consent. Okay, cool. Just double checking something.
Okay.
As you guys are walking and having this conversation, though, you see something small, maybe about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet tall, go across the hallway. Just
Oh shit.
Would it have provoked attacks of opportunity, or
no.
we're not?
It's
in
maybe
initiative? Okay.
10, 15 feet in front of you.
Blaster.
It went really fast.
Mo, it is best that you two are up here.
I'm gonna leave the
Excuse me,
skeleton.
Pardon me.
Alright.
Send the skeleton ahead.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Keeps on going.
Nothing happens. Seems fine. As you guys walk by where that thing moved, you look at the floor, and in either side of this hallway, there's 2 what you could call mouse holes, maybe about 1 foot tall each, but just forming almost an intersection with the hallway. These 2 mouse holes.
If I remember correctly, directly to our left is where this chamber was with the devil. And so this might be for the imps to go back and forth.
You said an imp is roughly 1 foot tall, right?
Yeah, foot and a half. Yeah.
The hole isn't that big, right? It's mouse.
The hole is
size?
almost exactly that big. Yes.
The
Oh.
hole is 1 foot tall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean down, tap light on a rock, and then toss it down there.
Make a perception check.
Critical. 24.
You throw the rock down there, and just for a split second, because you rolled a nat 20, you are greeted with a red creature with a lizard-like face and little eyes. And as the rock lands in front of you, it looks and goes, "Shit!" and just disappears back down into its hole.
Wait. Do you like shiny things?
Make a persuasion check with advantage, sir.
Oh! That wasn't with the modifier either, so 22.
Double criticals. Who are you?
I don't know.
Praise be to John and whoever his god is.
All of a sudden, a pair of eyes come back up and goes, "Yes, I like shiny things. Why?"
Because we are trying to figure out how to get around here, and we need a guide, and I am willing to give you shiny things. I'm gonna pull
Gold.
What about? I'm gonna pull a garnet.
No.
No?
No.
1 gold piece.
More.
Or? How many more?
Lots.
Lots more. Well, then you're going
Master
to have
needs
to give you
gold.
things.
Like what?
I don't know. What do you have to give?
I don't know.
And I'm gonna pull out my bag and just kind of pour a little pile into my hand. Better to show me things, yes? Then you get many more.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Put it back in the bag. Close it up.
Yeah.
Alright. Now follow. Go as far.
What are you looking for?
What are we looking for? Anything in particular, or
Special things.
Anything to do with the
Magic.
Platinum Dragon.
let's go with the
Platinum.
special magic things or platinum? Yes.
Platinum. No platinum dragon. No gold dragon.
Interesting. Is there a gold dragon around here?
No.
And why?
There
What
should
about-
be.
What about magic? Magic things.
There's shiny blue space. Hurts a lot.
Ask it about the harp.
There is a harp in the other room with a bunch of colors. Yes.
Shiny blue space. Hurt a lot.
Ah. Okay. You know how to get over there for big people like us.
No, just little people like me.
Little people. You know how to open the big gates.
No, I just dig a tunnel.
Dig a ton. Alright, do you know any other spots around here? Other than the tunnels and this area over here with all the imps, yes.
Dwarves.
Dwarves.
Fire dwarves. Try and squish me with hammers.
That is very rude.
Yeah.
Can I reach in the bag and give him 10 gold pieces? Yes, very
Where-
good, yes.
Where are these fire dwarves? Where
South.
are they?
Far south. You're really far north.
I hand him. I'll hand him 3 gold pieces. But you never saw us.
Never saw. Never saw. Never saw.
Alright, alright. Now, do you know of anything in the other rooms that is magical or shiny like my one friend said? Other than the blue magic harp, yes.
Master made a big shiny man.
Big shiny man probably not be able to fit through the tiny tunnels.
No.
What about things that can fit through the tiny tunnels?
Like
I
weapons.
think I've taken it all.
Who's taking
Where
it all?
did you take it to?
Master.
Can you take something from the master without him noticing?
Master destroys it.
What does the master want?
Gold.
What is your master?
I don't know.
What is? Does he have a name? What do you call him?
Adriog.
1 second.
So you cannot take us to treasure. You cannot give us treasure. There is a magic man that he makes. But that is it.
Yes.
Do you know of any levers or things that nobody touches?
Why?
Because maybe if you touch, then big gates will open.
Big gates open.
Yes. Can you do that?
Yes.
You do that, I give you many treasures, yes?
Not allowed.
Much gold.
No.
Not allowed by master?
Not allowed by master.
How long have you been down here?
11 days! No. Long time.
How did you get here?
Born here. I have to go. Delivery to make.
Delivering
What are
the
you
gold?
delivering?
More gold. All gold.
Well, if you do touch the lever that nobody's allowed to touch, you
Not a
can-
lever.
not a
What
lever.
is it?
It's a key.
Well, if you get the key, there is many more gold for you.
I have the key. And he holds up the key, which is it's a strange looking thing, actually. It's almost like there's a feather handle like it's a carved feather, and then the end of the feather sticks out into 3 different length prongs in a triangle shape. And he holds it and goes, I have the key.
Okay.
This is my key.
Yes, your key, your key. We try not to take, alright? But, if you give to me, I can show you where to get many more gold for the master, yes? I will show you first.
If you have key, then master lose gold.
Ah, no worries. We are not looking for gold. And I will show you where to find it first, before you trade the key.
What
Make
type
a
of...
deception check.
Come on. 13.
No. Said too much. Have to go. And he bolts down the tunnel.
Damn, can I make a reaction to grab him?
He was still in the tunnel just out of your reach.
Damn it.
Yeah. Crafty little guy.
So close. Well, this entire area is locked off to us because that tiny thing has the key, so we can try and wait and trap him, or we go and face the fire dwarves.
Now, he said that his master is destroying everything magical and only cares of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he did say metallic dragon. That's not good.
Which is probably done by the fire dwarves. Which would be actually very interesting to see.
Is
What?
there anything else down this hallway? Like, is it just a dead end?
No, it's not a dead end. As a matter of fact, now you look down.
There's the pool.
There's a black pool. Zaz, you've got a thing for slimes and oozes and stuff. You know what that is?
Let me get a little bit closer. Stand beside my skeleton.
Skeleton in.
Try and investigate it.
Nature check.
Fucking A.
Push the skeleton in.
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
Skeleton for the skeleton guards.
20.
Good roll.
Yeah, you know what that is. It has a technical name, but you don't know it. You know it by what people call it, or the survivors call it. It's called a black pudding.
Oh God!
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
black
yeah,
pudding.
maybe we should leave.
What is it? It's a black pudding. What's a black pudding?
A black pudding, Zaz, you would know this. A black pudding is a horrifying, just caustic, dissolving, amorphous slime that devours and dissolves everything that comes near it, and it is known to be incredibly difficult to kill. Think of a gelatinous cube on like a lot of steroids. Fucking Zaz is at the back of the hallway.
Yup.
Yep, we should never ever come down that way ever again.
Just me and my skeleton booking it down this hallway.
Okay.
Gonna stop off at the guards. Okay, beyond the gates are a bunch of demons and imps and a bunch of fire dogs, and there's a bunch of stuff going around. The only way to get past is to convince a tiny imp to get the key. Do not touch anything that way. And stay away from the black pool.
And you know that what you talked to was not an imp, it was a kobold.
Oh, it's a kobold. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell him that instead.
Yep.
Also, it
Eh.
said that to the south there are fire dwarves.
I don't know nothing about that. We didn't get too far.
Now,
Yep.
he said fire dwarf, not. But that's. I don't know what a fire dwarf is. I've never met such a creature.
I couldn't really tell you. I don't know. I think all dwarves deal with fire and blacksmithing and stuff.
He did say that whatever. You did say that there are 2 factions down here. Apparently, those demons and imps and kobolds don't get along with these fire dwarfs, and apparently they're also looking for the things down here. So apparently there are 3 groups down here.
Well,
Us and them.
best of luck. That's all I can tell you. Like I said, we're gonna wait here until he heals. It's relatively safe, at least with you guys doing the killing.
I would recommend closing the tunnel to the left, just in case.
Why? What's back there? The black pool?
The black pool. Yeah, Zaz, what is the black pool again?
Black pudding.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing good that way.
That's just grand. I'm
Hey.
gonna kill that fucking goblin though.
Mm-hmm. If it was not life or death, we would
I-
not be here.
Between you and me, I have a funny feeling that if we were all to fight that goblin, she'd probably kill us all.
You're probably right.
Then we're gonna fucking slowly open the doors down here.
So, as you slowly open the door, you're greeted by the sound of
Oh,
as you look
shit.
in and you see 2 absolutely massive, just red snakes fighting over a vaguely humanoid corpse, and they tear it in half, they swallow it, and they both just and turn and face you.
I hate
Oh.
this place. I hate this place so much.
Are you gonna close the doors, Quirin?
Yep. Just slowly close the doors.
Right. So we're stuck between a horn devil and a fire snake.
The fire snakes we can at least get to, but
Well, I like fire.
Hey guys. Me addressing the group.
Yes, Saz.
Why don't we just come back tomorrow and try again?
because everything is still going to be here.
But I'll
Saz
have
does
my
have a-
spells. And we can get you through those bars again.
Yes, that will do good. We could turn a laster into a crab. Maybe that will work.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well,
I didn't do
but
crap.
also, we.
Do I have a say in things this time?
Shut it, crab
I
boy.
Now,
Wouldn't
this
you
is
like to know, crab boy?
this is only my opinion,
Go ahead, Mom.
but
Never even had
Do-
crab.
to the northwest, there are a faction of imps, some sort of devil thing, and kobolds, which, for some sort of, have some sort of society, for lack of a better term. But south of us are 2 creatures. Whatever is down here doesn't like whatever's up there. Our information confirms this. I think we should look south, and if we kill those things, we can maybe find out what these fire dwarves are. All I'm saying is that we know what is to the northwest.
I'm gonna back up, slowly push you
And-
towards the door. Go ahead, have fun. Open the door.
Like Saz said, we can come back tomorrow, or we can come back in a week. You and me need to spend quite a bit of time to benefit from those books. It is possible that maybe in the city we can find something to better prepare ourselves.
In the city where
There-
we are going to be hunted by a madman that rules the city, that already doesn't like Zane for not going to Walden.
But also, if he, I agree with you, he's probably crazy, he probably doesn't like us, but a lot of people know who we are now. We did a good thing for the city. So, if he is doing it, he'd have to be careful. Remember, Quirin, you're preaching to the choir when it comes to trying to kill people in secret. I am very aware of how that works.
You do realize
mo-
that he has made 1,000 people already disappear. Students that have families that still stay in the city. If he wants us to disappear, hell, Zane was here for what, 2 days? Gone.
Zane, I not to insult the learned, but I think we're a bit harder to. We'd put up more than a fight than your average classmate.
I guess, yeah.
So, we be careful. We can, at the least, we can sleep down here. But I think we should think smart. We have spent a lot of time running around and just smacking things to death. And Quirin, you have said that we should use our head more. And that is what I propose. We think, we make a plan, and we execute it. And if these two sides don't like us, the devils probably aren't gonna like us. But we don't know what these dwarves are like. And if we can play one side against the other, possibly aid one side, then we might have better chances. Also, if we can convince these lovely gentlemen behind us to help us, that might help too.
You're on your fucking own.
It was only a suggestion.
And I'm suggesting it ain't happening.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what do you want to do? Everybody. Because those fire snakes, at least we could...
Remembering back to where I got the message, like that said below,
Mm-hmm.
approximately from what direction would that be from where I am now?
It'd be almost, I'd say, due west.
I have a feeling it could be that hop, or we have to face either the devil or sneak past it. We have to find a way to get those doors open.
Also, Quirin, that
Giddy.
kobold...
Mm-hmm.
That kobold thing said that the harp hurts it?
There is a magical field around it, as I noticed. There is probably some sort of puzzle, as well as another room with a bunch of other things in it.
It is a puzzle.
If they can't... If it hurts them, then we can assume it is, for the moment, safe. This seems to be... insert bird noise, because I'm tired. A very large space. You know, it can't hurt to look around. We know not to go by that black pudding pool thing, unless we're feeling daring. And alas, the rest of us have faced a devil.
We tricked the devil into drinking a potion that was given to us by an evil alchemist.
I was more speaking to when we saw his true form. That was not... It wasn't fun. I think it was safe to say that he could have killed us with little trouble. If the insert devil over there is the same, it might not be good. Unless we can pump poison gas into their chamber and just suffocate them.
Either way, I've watched a learned man turn another man into a crab and then summon a weasel for no reason, while another one had to use 2 spells to save him. I am going to sit down and read until somebody comes up with something. And if not, let's sleep.
You guys have been awake for like 4 hours.
Perfect then. I'm going over here and reading a book.
Okay.
I just look at Quirin, look at my bag, pull up the book, and just kind of. I'm just gonna kind of occupy one of these unused beds. Just kind of lay down and read the book.
I think we're going to have to face the music eventually. I think we should take on these lizards.
I'm gonna get the skeleton to open the door.
Okay. Skeleton opens the door. There's
I'm
a
gonna
prop.
I just sat down.
I'm gonna get the skeleton to close the door. Do you guys think we can take him?
It's the only thing we can do at this point.
It's either this or we go back and then try again tomorrow, but I mean, we're still gonna have the same problems.
Yep.
At least if we kill one of them, then if we come back, we don't have to worry about another one tomorrow.
Skeleton, open the door. Skeleton, close the door. I mean, like, there's just 2 of them.
You do
We're
know
going to have
that
to.
eventually when you do that, they're just going to attack you, right?
Attack the skeleton.
They're...
Quirin, he does have a good point though. Door, we attack
Alright.
one.
Let's just go kill him.
What?
Are we gonna go try and attack the fire thing?
Are you going in?
I mean, I'll probably lead with the skeleton if we're doing anything, but I mean, it's either this or we continue listening to Queer and read his book. And
Do we want to rest first?
Well, we could, let's rest a while and just think of an attack plan.
We're taking a short rest.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go sit over here and twiddle my thumbs, and I'm gonna twiddle my skeleton's thumbs as well.
Your skeleton will fade after a short rest.
What?
It's an hour,
Isn't it?
right?
No, 24 hours.
Oh, is it 24? All right, you're fine then.
Yeah.
Why did I
Or-
think it was only an hour? Oh,
'Cause
I'm
that
thinking
other one.
The fungal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, take
So
a
I
short
can
rest.
I can roll 2d8
Yeah.
to recover.
Roll
health,
2d8, get your health back.
I don't get help.
Oh, that's exactly what I needed. Perfect.
Reading
Perfect.
my book. Reading my
I
book.
think
Do I get
uh,
else?
you
Do
do
I get
not. Zane does.
Yep, Zane does.
Okay,
I
well,
get my spell
seeing
slots back.
Yep.
Seeing as how I don't need a long rest and we've only been up approximately 4 hours, right?
Yeah, you're not sleeping. You're just taking a short rest. So you can
Oh, I'm
during
just
a
gonna
short
read the
rest,
book.
you can read the book. Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm just gonna read the book.
short rest is anything that's not strenuous activity. So reading, having a meal, anything like that.
So how long is a short rest?
1
Just so
hour.
just so I can calculate how many hours I'm spending into this book.
Yeah, 48 over 6 days. That's 8 hours a day. It's a full-time
What
job.
happen? What happens if you don't accomplish that? Like,
It's
you need
just
to-
nothing happens.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. You don't waste it.
You just need
All
to
right.
hit that mark within that
Yeah.
time. Okay.
So you took your short rest. What are you guys doing? Sit there for an hour, you read your book, twiddle your thumb. Zane, you bandage yourself up a little bit.
Mhm.
What are you
Well,
guys
let's
doing?
do this.
Come back over.
Oops. That's my own fault.
All right. Leading with the skeleton.
All right. You guys know what I'm going to ask for, right?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Ooh. Oh boy! Wow! Wow!
Oh my
Well, we
god.
got 1/10. Perfect.
Quirin got the rolls where it counted.
Okay. Okay, who has over 10?
Me.
Quirin. Okay, over 5.
9.
Looks like we got
7.
Zaz,
7.
Zane. Oh. Mo and Alaster. That's interesting because they both rolled shit too.
Good.
So top of the round is Quirin.
I'm going to summon a level 2 sacred weapon. Or, damn it. Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me go grab it from where I have it stored up top there. I do apologize.
And I put it right in front of Fire Snake 1.
Right in Fire Snake 1?
Yep.
Okay. It kind of... It stopped paying attention for that 1 hour.
Yep.
It looks at the weapon. Did you make an attack with it?
Yes. Can't see it, though.
Oh, my apologies. I did move it, but I didn't.
Yep. And I will make an attack with it.
All right.
26.
26 hits.
11.
11. Yeah. As it just digs right into its side. It's looking pretty bloodied.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All right. Zaz, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go around the corner.
Okay.
About there, I guess.
Yep.
And I'm gonna... Sorry. Moonbeam.
Oh, where did I leave your moonbeam? There it
Fire
is.
Snake number 2, please. Let's give him an angry face.
Yeah, there you go.
I got you covered.
Rawr. It's a dex save, correct? Con.
Con 14.
Nat 10 with a 0 to con.
Whoops. Doo-doo-doo-doo. 14.
Nice.
As the spiritual weapon digs in, there's suddenly just when the other fire snake as it just begins to sizzle. It's also looking bloody. Zane, you're up.
Skeleton.
Oh, skeleton's turn, yes.
Yeah, he's just gonna run up real quick and go chop at the one that spiritual weapon's attacking.
All right. Let me see what's... Because I had zombie up. Let me just get the stat block here real quick.
Yep.
No, that's an armed skeleton. Oh my god. It's called an armed skeleton because it has multiple arms.
Lots of guns.
It is carrying a short sword. So, yeah, go ahead and roll a d20 plus 4 to hit.
You got it.
8 does not hit, so it kind of... And just kind of weakly throws the sword against the fire snake. Nothing really happens there. Zane, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh.
I want to cast Eldritch Blast at both of them at the same time.
All right, roll 1d20 plus d plus 9. I believe. Wait.
Yeah, when I have my rod out.
Yeah. First one hits.
Plus 9? You sure
Yeah.
it's 7?
It's plus 9.
Okay, second one.
Hits.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
wait, actually, no, second one does not hit. I do apologize.
So what is that again?
It'd be 1d10 plus 6. So all of a sudden, through the spiritual weapon, Eldritch Blast, and it just falls over. Anything else, Zane?
No, that's it.
Mo, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna kind of walk over here
Yep.
and just schmuck it 3 times.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, sorry, my mouse was in there.
Hits, misses, hits.
Okay. Makes it real simple. 2D. 18.
Well done. As the fire snake just...
We waited an hour for that.
Can I check the fire snake?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go check this one.
Gonna go into the room.
Just
Okay.
check around for doors or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and make investigation checks, guys.
Okay.
Ooh, critical. Now-
Zaz, you notice your skeleton is looking pretty cute today.
Now, I want to. You and me talked about this, so just before you say anything, I want to follow that similar vein of the monster part thing.
Okay.
If you just,
Yeah.
Okay.
You're actually able, Mo, to look around, and fairly easily, you're able to remove like the beak. It's the top part of the beak off of this thing, as well as several kind of loose tendril parts from the top of its head.
Okay. Fire
Quirin.
snake. Beak.
Yeah, put fire snake beak and fire snake tendril. Quirin. You're inspecting the room and you're going through the ash, and as you're kind of feeling around on the ground, just kind of going, "That was fucking stupid. You can't believe I."
Mm-hmm.
Something bumps, something very small. You feel it kind of bump your middle finger and kind of slide forward a little bit.
Gonna clear the ash around it.
Yep. Looking at it, it is a very small. It'd be too small for your hand, but it's a jet black obsidian ring, and looking at it, it's covered in runes in a flaming red color.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Stuff it in my pocket.
All right. As well, let's see, Alaster,
Yes.
you rolled an 11.
Yes.
You're able actually to find a spear in here. It's not in good repair. You believe it belonged to the fire snake's dinner.
Okay. I'll just pick it up and carry it for now.
Okay.
Zaz, can your friend open that next door?
That's what I was just about to do. You guys ready?
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to read a couple more chapters or anything, we good?
Oh shit. I'm clicking my
Oh,
guy.
I don't do that at all, he said last week.
I had my mouse over my guy. See, and you should be able to open your character's info. I do that every time. I don't know why I'm allowed to do that. That was not me.
I'm on background layer. I'm just moving Zane in. Zane, are you coming in the room? What are you doing? Zane, you there? If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I'm going in the room.
Okay.
Skeleton, open the door.
And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
Oh my god. Woo! Man, this is a fucking dungeon crawl. Oh.